You straight up cuckooed that dude, bro. Oh my God.
You've got all your Charger gear on because
Feeling fresh as hell.
Well, you guys better enjoy it. The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
On the move and throws and touchdown.
Do this together. Players, coaches, staff, fans, together we can create something truly special.
Stay tuned for some good content.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wool Dogson, with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggan.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
I'm not doing it. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, folks, we've got a heck of an episode lined up for you. Lots to talk about. We've got a fan focus lined up, a revival of the Brisket Broad trivia, and a unnecessarily hefty Ask Boltfam.
Super thick.
It's pretty long. It's oddly long for the off season. Like not just the off season, but not a ton of news has happened. So like, I don't know where you all came from, but you all had questions and we're going to get to all of them. But first and foremost, we need to talk about the big news. It's not quite Charger related news, but it is Charger.
Yeah. It's
We're adding
fans.
Adding
We
new
are
player.
adding fans.
So
The fan base is growing by me and Kevin's work alone. Well, not alone. Our wives had a part to play too.
Yeah.
I had no part in it. So
Adam wasn't involved.
I sat and I
hope
cheered
not.
on the sideline. I waved my little pennant flag and my big foam finger and
Go, Kyle.
go coach.
You can do it.
You can't do it.
Oh, who did we add, Kyle?
Yeah, baby, another baby is on the way to the Duggan household.
You can't do it.
Kevin had 4, so I had to match him.
Yeah.
This is our 4th one coming in.
Between the four of us, we're gonna have 8 Charger fans ready and waiting.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. 4 for each of you guys.
Well, my dad now has 11 grandsons, so we can have a whole football team.
A whole entire thing.
Yeah.
A Duggan militia is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
If Kyle and I play, we're just if between our kids and the 3 of us, we have an entire 11-person roster that can play.
Yeah,
we could suit up a full offense or defense.
Well, that's fantastic, Kyle. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Ready, buddy. Good work.
Good job.
And mama coach.
Hillary's
You
doing
can't
most
do
of it.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, some other kind of big news here. Kind of exciting to talk about. The draft, which we are all anticipating and looking forward to, but now us, especially the Charger Chat, will be attending the draft. We're going, folks.
It just
It's
so
gonna
happens to be in your boy's backyard.
Hey, yeah.
It makes it a little easier to drive down the highway a little bit.
When the draft is just a drive away, of course we can take the time and make the effort to go. And so that is what we are doing, folks. Charger Chat will be in attendance in Kansas City, the belly of the beast, as they say.
Yeah.
Cheering for our newest Charger roster
don't
members.
you want to not back out of the first round on this one? If we're gonna go spend a whole day, get to the 21.
Well, we'll be there for day 2 too. So it'll just
We
be
will, but
And
man,
day 3.
day 1 would be pretty rough if we're just there
that's true.
going like,
Well,
but
we'll have lots of fun content and stuff, and we're gonna.
And
have
if
a
you're
good
there,
time.
make sure you hit us up on social media.
please do.
Yeah.
Yes. If you are in Kansas City as well, you will find a safe space with us in the Charger Chat. So, keep an eye out for us. It's going to be a good time. Looking over at Charger news, Ian Rappaport tweeted out from NFL Now after several attempts by the Chargers to work out a deal with Austin Ekeler, he now has permission to seek a trade. We discussed.
Yeah, so there was the news that I guess the Chargers had already tried to like get him new deals like last year, and he just turned it down.
Do we think that there's the potential for agent-client miscommunication? or withholding of information.
Anything is possible at this point.
I think agents are kind of blowing it for a lot of these players right now, especially all the running backs. Like there's just a lot of just blown opportunities, bad PR. It's just all kind of odd. You know what I mean? The fact that we don't know anything, the fact that Ian Rappaport knows that they were trying to make a deal, trying to bonus him up, trying to make him.
Yeah. And he comes out and says that we did nothing. Like, he basically made it sound like we slapped him in the face and said, we don't want you in our organization. We don't see you in our future, when that's clearly not the case. I wonder if he just never got the information. If the agent was like, nah, this is not what we're looking for. I'm not even going to pass this info along, type of thing.
I think we should just lock into that. I think that's a healthier thing for us.
It makes it's really easy to like deflect the frustration with Ek. We can just put it on his agent.
Stupid agent. Yeah. Let's just say, that's it. Let's just do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's find a name for Austin Ekeler's agent so we can be specific.
Yeah.
The quick Google search will let us know. Austin Ekeler's agent's name is
Cameron
Ron
Weiss.
Burgundy? Oh.
Cameron Weiss?
This is your
Cameron
fault,
Weiss, you're fucking shits up, my friend. All right. So yeah, it's a lot of weird. It sucks being on the outside, not knowing what the actual true story is. Until 20 years down the line, they have the Austin Ekeler biopic, and we finally find out what the heck was talked about, and the likelihood of that happening is slim to none. So,
it's just, I feel bad for him too, because he's not getting anywhere near what he wants. And here's the thing that I'm curious about is I think he was trying to do that this year because he knows his production with Lombardi was unique.
Yeah.
And will that production be the same with this? Because he wasn't like that before Lombardi. He wasn't at this out of this world numbers and fantasy. What is that going to mean when we move to a new Kellen Moore offense? So I think he was like, I got to get this done now because I don't know what schemes are and how I'm going to fit in. Am I going to score 20 touchdowns next year?
Well, there's a lot that went into making him want to do it right now. You know, like he's had 2 fully healthy seasons where he's played every game, scored 20 touchdowns in bowl. Like a lot of things went into it. This is the last year of his deal. There's the perfect storm that kind of happened for him to try to chase after this new deal. I just don't want it to affect. I don't know, like, dude, when you are on your last year of your deal and you're looking for an extension and you don't get it, and then are you going to play through the nicks and pains and the owies? Or are you going to be like, you know what, I'm kind of hurt, I'm going to sit out this week? And that guy we're paying $6.5 million and he's not really, and that's not like Ek. That's not, there's no reason to assume that. It's scary to think about that might be, hey, you guys don't have me long term. I'm not going to play through this for you. I'm going to get healthy so I can sign my contract in the offseason type of thing.
But does he get a better sorry to cut you off. Does he get a better contract if he plays well? Or is he just going to
he gets no contract if he's hurt, if he gets a long-term injury. So he's going to be more conservative.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting idea. And I thought I saw that Ekeler said, worst case scenario, I just got to play out my last year and bet on myself.
Yeah.
Which
for sure.
To me sounds like I've got to put up basically the same numbers 3 years in a row.
Right.
To try to get the deal that I want. And how likely is that to happen? Especially like you just said, with a new offensive coordinator who knows how he's going to be utilized in this upcoming season. It's an awkward position to be in, and he's been very vocal about his stance on it, and how much of that has to be influenced by what his agent said versus what he's reading on Twitter or stuff like that. It's tough to say, but it just sucks not really knowing the full story. Yeah. And if anything, he's made mention that he will play out his final year at the very least, so we have that to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, his worst case scenario is having to play for the Chargers. My worst case scenario is that he comes, has an amazing year, goes to the Pro Bowl, and then goes signs a great contract somewhere else the following year.
Yeah.
That's the worst case for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he won the Super Bowl with us. That's a goodbye.
Yeah. And then you go get your contract.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the worst gift I've received.
No, I'll take that. I've gotten worse presents.
And then Chargers also posted a video of JC Jackson rehabbing. We saw some of his off-season rehab. He was on the bike a couple times doing some lifts and stuff, and now the Chargers are posting it of him working out in the Chargers gym, doing some stretches with some weights and putting some weight on his I can't remember what it's been so long. What was his injury?
He blew out his tendon.
That's right. Yeah.
So like a month ago I was saying how I didn't know if he would be back this year, and the way what we're seeing now, the fact that the Chargers released a video of him rehabbing, he's got to be on track and doing well.
Yeah.
So this is a great sign. Hopefully he can, there's a difference between working out in the gym and being football ready, but he's looking pretty good. He's definitely doing what he needs to get back.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully he hasn't lost any speed. And if anything, it's great to see that he has the determination to get back out there and be as good as he possibly can. So something to look forward to. And then big signing here, folks. Big re-signing, I should say. Chargers have re-signed center Will Clapp, baby. Everybody can relax now. We re-signed Will Clapp. Everybody can sleep easier tonight.
Hey, you got to have a backup center.
You gotta have it.
So
yeah, this was kind of one of those positions I thought that they were going to address in the draft. I just thought that they could get a guy in those third, fourth, even fifth round that could come in and kind of be that guy. And I don't know, Clapp. I don't know. It's just kind of a bleh. Clapp he came in and didn't perform terribly, but he wasn't great.
No.
He's a backup center that signed, it looks like a 4-year. Is that right?
No, it was like a 1-year deal. It was something like that.
Oh, that was back when he was a 7th round pick. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think the contract details are even out. So I'm sure it was something very
could even be a
friendly.
cut. Who knows what the contract is? He could be cut if we draft somebody that's a better situation, but they secured somebody for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
There's that.
There you go. Moving on.
Moving on.
Backup center news. That's what we're dealing with now.
We're in the depths of the offseason. I've never felt it more than what we just talked about.
Yeah. That was cool.
Well, yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool. And what else is cool is our Patreon. Patreon.com/ChargerChat. Go check it out. All the fun stuff we got over there. We've got some fun videos that we've been doing, and we've even been showing some bloopers lately, just because why the heck not? And to give you a little taste of what's going on over at Patreon, here's a sizzle reel that Kev put together. Let's take a look.
Oh, guten Tag! You've joined the Charger Chat Patreon. Good choice, by the way.
Got another fun little video lined up for you guys.
Kevin.
Welcome to the second Zoom Hangout.
Kyle's here. What's up, Coach?
Really?
Look at
Look at the Brisket Broads laughing.
Look at them laugh at us.
Driving 2 hours to meet Kyle in Vegas.
I had a 25 on 10.
Welcome back to a Coach's Corner Hollywood edition. I stopped by Blockbuster again. I reached into the movie bin.
And it was me who was hurt in front of everybody.
This is Kevin's speech to Justin Herbert. I trusted you.
Kind of you buy.
So there you go, folks. Patreon.com/ChargerChat. And as always, we got to announce our newest Patreon members, our newest patrons. And that's going to be Jeremy Stewart and Muhammad Osman. Thank you guys
Welcome
so
to the
much
party, pals.
for joining. Patreon.com/ChargerChat. And if you don't want to go on over there, that's all right. You go on over to ChargerChat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, stickers. You can chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in our member section and ask questions in Ask Boltfam. So go check out ChargerChat.com. All right, folks, time to go on to the next segment. It is Fan Focus. Let's see what fan we're bringing into focus. How about that?
All right, guys, we are back with another Fan Focus, and we are super lucky to have Bryan from Nebraska. What is going on, Bryan?
Not a whole lot. How you doing, Kevin?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm excited to chat with you. Not only are you a Patreon member, we interact a lot. You're amazing. And we talked a little bit before this interview started, so I'm excited for everyone else to hear what I know. But let's kick this off the way we usually do, brother. How did you become a Charger fan?
Not that long of a. Well, I guess it is long story. At least I'm going to make it that way. So, in 1988, I moved from Durango, Colorado, to a small town in Imperial Valley, California, called Calipatria. When we moved there, one of my stepdad's good friends had season tickets for the Chargers. And so they took us up for a game. And so I got to see the Saints, unfortunately, beat the Chargers. But it was the first NFL game I've ever been to, and just the atmosphere and everything was amazing. And so I was hooked right away. It sucks because it was it was after Fouts had already left and before we got Humphreys, and so I probably couldn't even tell you any of the players that played in that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been a huge fan ever since.
That's awesome. So you're a longtime fan. I love talking to fans that have a long history with the team because it's been a roller coaster. We know Chargers organization in San Diego, now we're in LA. But what has been like kind of the most exciting thing for you following the Chargers and kind of where we are now with the status of the team?
When I became a fan, of course, we weren't very good. We got beat by the Saints, and the Saints sucked in the late 80s.
Yeah.
So that shows you where we were at. From that time, from 88, getting to see us build a roster, just scratch and claw our way into relevancy in the AFC. At the time, it was it was still the West, because we had just the three divisions: the Central, the East, and the West. Yeah, so we were still in the West. But so just watching that whole process, and then of course, us finally making it to the Super Bowl, albeit against the very stacked 49ers with Mr. Get This Monkey Off My Back at quarterback, so we kind of ran into a buzzsaw with that, which interesting story on that. I was in the Army at the time, and I just got transferred to Fort Hood, Texas. And I was at Fort Bragg, North Carolina at the time. I was in the 82nd Airborne. And so I loaded up the U-Haul, drove my wife and my oldest daughter back to California because I didn't want them to be where I was at while I was training and switching over. And so I drove back to North Carolina from California. And I had to stop. I didn't plan my trip very well. And so I had to stop and watch the Super Bowl at a truck stop in Central Texas.
Oh my God. That's awesome.
Which wasn't bad because all the Cowboy fans hated the 49ers in that era. Were cheering for the Chargers. So it was actually a good, friendly atmosphere. It just sucked to watch.
So you found kind of a modified Charger bar in the middle of Texas. That's awesome.
Exactly. Right.
That's class to have full on that one. That's an awesome story. And let's talk a little bit about, this draft coming up, because it is coming soon. And there's so many different things this team can do and different places a lot of fans want to see us improve. What if there was one position or one kind of area you want to see us go after in this year's draft?
Depth, first and foremost. I mean, we kind of talked about it on the Patreon chat. I kind of hope we trade out of the first round and pick up more draft capital. I mean, we need a tight end because we need somebody, who knows how healthy Barham, which thank goodness we got him back.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, he was able to come back and play a little bit, get his sea legs back under him and his confidence. Hopefully his, injury woes are over, because boy, the ceiling for him is really high, and not just because he's 6'9", 6'8", something like that.
No pun intended.
Right. Yeah. But I think we need and you can never have too many tight ends, but I think we need a tight end of the future.
Yeah.
And we don't necessarily have to get that in the first round. We got Hunter Henry in the second round. We got Gates as a free agent.
Yeah.
Undrafted free agent. So, just the depth, especially at safety, O-line, D-line.
Give us some big boys. I'll take some big boys.
Big
depth
boys.
right there.
Let's load up on big boys. We've got the talent guys. It'd be nice to have a speedster, but you know what? Those guys can be found, all over the place.
Yeah.
We're not good at finding them for some reason, but they can be.
Yeah. Hopefully, Kellen Moore brings a little insight and helps us a little bit along the way. So we'll see. We'll see how that dynamic changes through that. But let's get a little into. It's kind of interesting. We were talking beforehand, and it's awesome because you're in the same position I am. You're in Nebraska, but you're a season ticket holder. So tell us what it's like for you to be a season ticket holder so far away, and like how many games you get to, and what's that like? What was the decision in that?
The first time I bought them was last season, and and I had every plan on coming out for the Thursday night game. When we played the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Our home game against the Chiefs.
Sunday game.
So I had every intention on coming, but just plans didn't work out. But
life.
So the reason I bought them was because I want to have access to go to the games when I want to, if I want to. And also because, I want to help control access to at least the Chargers portion of the tickets. Tired of seeing the numbers in the stadium, and everybody likes to say that bull crap about that it's that the Chargers have no fans. I run into Chargers fans everywhere. The fact of the matter is that when they were in San Diego is a huge military town.
Yeah.
You got the naval base and you got the Marines. So it's a transient population. So there's a lot of people that go to San Diego and now to LA that are from other parts of the country, and they get indoctrinated or they get exposed to Chargers football and Padres baseball, and they become fans, but then they go back home.
Yeah.
So there's not just because our fans don't all live in the area where our team actually exists, there are plenty of fans out there. 100%. And the voting on, like player of the week and stuff
Herbert. Remember his rookie year? We owned that whole thing. It was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's so cool. And it's cool, like the idea that you're just kind of like giving them to other Charger fans or selling them to other Charger fans. Like,
right.
That's and that's so cool you're doing that.
Yeah. Because, if I sold the Raiders tickets for a little bit of a profit. That was the first set of tickets. I want to make sure how it works and everything. But after that, I offered my tickets for face value plus a little bit for the personal seat license.
Sure.
Because that's not cheap.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you though. I kind of had a hard time selling some of the tickets last season. So I probably wasn't trying hard enough, but I found that interesting, but we had a very up and down season. So
for sure. Well, and that's the same kind of thing. Just trying to get out to as many games as possible, but you never know. And that's the thing. Like a lot of people will sell their tickets, but they're like asking insane amount of money. But like we do the same thing as you. It's just like, if we can't go, literally, we just don't want to lose money. So just take them, or we do some kind of crazy giveaway, which, we'll talk a little bit later about that, but you can do some cool stuff for other fans.
And I've done that. I've given them away when I couldn't get them sold. Saw somebody on Twitter or somebody that's in the feed with you guys. And I'm like, okay, here's 2 tickets. Go have fun.
That's amazing, dude. It's so cool you're doing that. And then we were talking a little bit beforehand. You have a crazy story about Charger, or I'm not going to give it away, but tell us the story that you told me earlier. I don't know how to set it up without ruining it.
So I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, the University of Nebraska Lincoln, the Cornhuskers. That's where I get my moniker, Big Red Bolts fan. Is from that, and because I am also a Husker fan. But anyways, Lincoln is just 45 minutes away to the south. And my oldest daughter was there at a bar with some friends. And I get a call one Saturday night, and I've had a couple drinks. But she's like, Dad, I got this guy here who keeps trying to hit on me and is telling me that he plays for the Chargers. I said, oh, really? What's his name? And I can't remember the guy's name. And the funny thing about it, and the reason why he was in Lincoln, is he played for the Huskers. And then, yes, he did. I said, hey, put him on the phone. Let me talk to him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he got on the phone. I said, what's your name? And, I'll have to look it up. I'll send it to you later. And he told me, I was like, dude, you're really trying to change or claim that you're a Charger? Yeah. I said, dude, you're not even on the practice squad yet. Because this was like during training camp. I was like, man. He said, well, yeah, but that's I get a paycheck from him. I was like, well, yeah. Let me know when you've played in a game, my friend. Yeah. But my daughter's like, really? You picked the wrong girl to use that game with.
Could not have picked the worst person in the bar to go talk to and try and tell them you're a Charger fan. Wow, exactly. That's amazing. I just found that was so funny, dude. So good on you. I couldn't imagine like being at a bar talking to somebody and then be like, hey, talk to my dad. Like, oh shit, this is crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right, brother. Well, let's get you out of here on this one, man. Like, you've been a fan for a long time. What is your best Charger memory?
So when I got out of the Army and went back to Calipatria, me and one of my high school buddies, kids in our town were getting in trouble a lot. So we tried to find ways to keep them busy, keep them from, getting into trouble, which was too easy to do. So, we did things like, he got somebody to donate a boxing ring to him. And so we set up a boxing club and, brought the kids in and trained them and hosted tournaments and stuff like that. But we also did like an NFL flag football league that both of us coached. And so while I was coaching the NFL flag football league, which my oldest daughter was my star receiver and my backup quarterback on.
Nice. She sounds awesome. I like her.
Yeah, she won the regional punt passing kick.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but anyways, and this was back in like 99, 2000, maybe 2001. The internet wasn't, what it is now. And so somehow I found who I needed to contact on the Chargers organization. And I was like, hey, I really want to bring these kids that don't have much of an opportunity to see, something as amazing as an NFL football game. Could you donate like a autographed helmet or something that we could auction off and raise the money to bring the kids to this game? And so they got back to me pretty quick, and they were like, you know what, we don't like give out memorabilia or anything like that. They said, but we do have a program where one of our players will sponsor a youth organization and buy their tickets to come to a game. Awesome. And and I can't remember the name of the tight end at the time.
So another tight end.
It was another tight end. Yeah, it's a tight end day.
Tight end kind of day. I love it.
Yeah. So it was, before Gates was like as big as he was. So he came from another team. He's a well-known tight end, and it's making me mad. I can't think of it right now. But anyways, he's the one that sponsored my team and gave us the tickets. And we got premium seats that were, in the southwest end zone at Qualcomm. And, just great seats. The Chargers lost that game. I believe it was against the Falcons. I can't remember who we played because I was so busy with the kids.
Sure.
And getting hot dogs and sneaking beer and
nice
for myself, not for the kids.
Not the kids. Yeah.
But yeah, that was an amazing experience. LT actually after the game came out, and I guess he had sponsored some teams. And he came out and signed their autographs, and we were trying to get his attention, but he was in a hurry and didn't get to. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh man, that's so cool you did that and that you giving back to the kids. I'm sure that was an amazing experience, and it's cool. The Chargers organization's cool like that, man. I hear stories about this all the time of them doing stuff like that. So
yeah,
awesome on you for doing that, man. And Bryan, it was an absolute pleasure getting to talk to you here. I know we get to interact a lot on Patreon, so thank you again for hanging out with us over there and everything. So
absolutely.
And we gotta if you're you gotta fly out at one of these games. You let me know when you're going out. We'll try and connect them up.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It should be easier this year. Last year, I just started back at school, so I had a very full schedule. So
Gotcha.
this year should be a little bit easier.
Let's do it, man. We'll go to Thunder Alley. We'll throw a couple beers.
Oh, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, if I come out, I'm definitely going to Thunder Alley.
Let's do it.
Got to meet all the rest of the diehard Bolt Club people.
You know it. So, all right, Bryan. Well, thank you so much, man, for your time, and we'll definitely talk to you soon.
All right, take care, Kevin.
Thanks, Bryan.
Well, dang, Bryan, that is those are some stories, man. Watching the Super Bowl in Texas, having a Charger player hitting on your daughter, collecting a paycheck at the very least. Like,
that
wow.
was awesome. That was so fun. I love hearing like the inside crazy random stuff like that. That's my favorite.
Well, we'll have to do some deep diving to find out what Husker might have been collecting a paycheck from the Chargers.
Yeah.
But and that's very sweet of you, Bryan, to be giving tickets to some people from time to time. That's really
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a great thing for the Boltfam community. And so number one, we appreciate that. But number two, we appreciate you coming on and chatting with Kevin.
Absolutely.
Love having you on, buddy. And we'll have to have you on again in the future. And maybe bring your daughter on so we can find out.
Get the rest of her side
get
of
the
story.
full story of this. But thank you again for coming on. All right, folks. Now it's time to go on to this next segment, which we started a month ago, probably at this point. But it's time for round 2 of Brisket Broad Trivia.
That didn't work very well. Hi, everybody. Hey, guys. That's right. It's time for your favorite Chargers game show. 5 weeks later. It's time for Broad Bowl Trivia. Boo, boo. That's right, Broad Bowl Trivia, where the questions are as broad as the broadside of a barn. But all the questions are about the Chargers. Without further ado, let's bring out our contestants.
Hailing from the top right-hand corner of your screen.
Oh my gosh, you can hear him breathing. As far as we know, the oldest of the Duggan brothers.
Currently tied for first place with 2 1/3 points.
And always ready to kicking this started. It's Kev Hagen Duggan!
I'm ready. Hi.
How's it going, Kev?
Yeah,
I'm doing
it's
good.
fun.
I'm feeling good. I forgot that I was tied for first place, but I'm really excited now that I am, and I'm ready to kick some ass.
Are you feeling confident?
More than ever.
You studied
I've
up?
watched so much Instagram and Twitter, and just I haven't gotten off of it because I didn't want to miss any of your questions. So
Oh, good.
now I've set myself up for failure.
I'm sure your family appreciated that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's time to check out your competition, Kev.
Coming in hot from the top left-hand corner of your screen.
He may be younger
And he may be dumber.
but he may also not be dumber.
We're here to find out. It's
Kyle, the coach, Duggan!
I'm not coming. I'm not coming. Nope. You've earned yourself a 2-minute minor. You're in the penalty box. I'll be out in a sec.
No.
We said maybe you're not
Yeah,
dumber.
we'll see who's dumber.
Somebody get the cattle prod.
My God. Yay!
Oh shit.
How are you feeling, Kyle?
We're new to this. We haven't
Sorry.
written intros before.
He's
Well, if you didn't like that, you're not going to like this next one.
They just love Adam. Here comes all the compliments.
yeah.
Let's hear it.
Last but not least.
But also definitely last. With a strong 1 1/3 points.
It's the one everyone's rooting for.
Even the Duggan brothers.
The current underdog.
But soon to be top dog.
But 100% best in show.
Oh,
Adam was hard for him to stay behind the camera. I know it was.
I'm crying. That was too dang funny.
Best in show.
Woo!
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
What an intro. Thanks, ladies.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm not ready for this. I know last week I was real confident, and 5 weeks ago, however long it's been, now no confidence whatsoever.
And so many
We'll see how this
Instagram
goes.
stories and
It's a lot to
Lot
keep
of-
up with.
A lot of
It's a
off-season
lot.
stuff going on.
Well, we did take your suggestions into consideration, and we have sprinkled in some multiple choice questions.
Thank God.
Okay.
But Mary and I have differing opinions on how we should handle that, because I feel like you guys will have an unfair advantage for the second person and third person to answer with multiple choice.
We can write
So
it down and show you.
That's true. Yeah, we could write it down.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's really
Do you
good.
guys have writing utensils?
Of course.
Probably should have had
Okay.
this discussion beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little bit of a prep
This
time
was-
before we went on, but
This is for the prep meeting.
I have a
piece
of paper says,
You
Mom
should
and
always
Dad,
come to class prepared.
Mom and Dad, please give me money. That's what my son brought me home from school, so I'll use that.
Yeah, you can use that.
Are you going to?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, right.
So
Okay.
just as a reminder, these are your guys' scores.
Yeah.
2 to 1. 2 to 1.
Wow, I love the spelling.
I gotta get my pen.
Bad.
We weren't sure how you guys spelled your names for sure. So
You took a
Just go far the other way of what normal spelling is. That's I like that.
wow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I got my pen.
okay. Now don't forget, you still have to trumpet in.
All right.
To
Okay, good.
answer.
Thanks for the reminder.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're not all multiple choice questions.
Yeah.
Very
But the
true.
multiple choice ones, we'll just all write it at the same time and show, and multiple people can get points. That works?
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh,
Because
Yeah.
this
Kevin was shaking his head no. Yes?
Yeah.
Because then I could definitely cheat and then just like, can you
for
tell?
sure.
Can you tell that I'm writing right now? No, you can't at all.
No,
Wait, how would that be
That's why you have to
We'll make
show
them
it at the
show.
same
That's
time.
what exactly.
we all have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
show
yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
You got.
Yeah.
You know how I am about loopholes. I will find a way to win.
Sneaky.
Kevin loophole.
Let's
Duggan.
do this.
Okay.
Okay. So we also made some easier questions to boost your guys' confidence.
Think
as well.
good. I like where this is headed. We really learned from our mistakes in
Better.
week one.
Closer,
Yeah, we're
warmer.
improving.
Yeah. We needed the bye week.
Weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Question
here we go.
number 1. And don't forget to trumpet in.
This is not multiple choice.
This is not
No,
multiple
this
choice.
one is
Okay,
We'll
okay.
let you know when they're multiple choice ahead of
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is the Chargers' current offensive coordinator?
Get him up. Get him up.
Adam.
Kellen Moore.
I don't like the trumpet. I don't like the trumpet thing.
I went
What do you
skiddly
mean?
bop. I went skiddly bop.
You
Too
guys
bad.
admitted in the intros you want Adam to win. If it's even close, you're going to give it to him.
We're listening to the very
We're just
first
trying to
Yeah.
get the scores closer.
trumpet.
I don't necessarily need to win. I just need to not be in like
Like the
10
NFL
points
calling in the
behind.
Chargers game at halftime. Like, guys, we got to get this closer.
Hey, come on.
Come on.
Okay. All right.
We're
Good job,
losing
Adam.
I
viewers.
think you're going to
Thank
get
you,
this
Adam.
next
You
one.
nailed it.
Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
one's for you, Kyle.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is Gabe Neighbor's girlfriend? I'm just
Just
kidding.
kidding. We're not doing
Oh,
that one.
good. Thank God.
God.
Hopefully this is easier. What is Brandon Staley's wife's name?
Kevin's Googling. I can see it in his eyes.
I'm not.
Don't you,
Kevin?
Skiddly bop.
Kevin?
That was Kevin.
Have you ever seen what is it? Cable guy. Salt peanuts. Salt peanuts. I want to say it's Jennifer. Not Jennifer.
If you said that, you would be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Anybody else want to?
She's really pretty.
I feel like
She's
because you
pretty
said
dope.
me, I'm just going to go with my wife's name, Hillary.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
Classic.
So
I thought you were like,
another great
Kyle,
name.
you'll get this because it's.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying that to
Something to
boost
do
your
with me.
confidence.
You know,
Oh, got it.
you
Got
can
it.
dream it. You can do it.
You got this,
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
Good luck, Adam.
So it can't be Stacy because Stacy Staley would be terrible.
Yeah, she
Or
would not
would it?
say yes to
No.
marry
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
if
she
that's-
he
would
was-
be like, I
It's a
can't
deal
do
breaker.
this. I'm gonna say Lauren.
Mm. No, that's wrong, Adam. Gosh. You
Man.
guys have to go back and watch the first episode of All In again.
I know.
Clearly
I
we
can't
do.
Yeah,
believe
when
it.
Justin FaceTimes with her.
And the answer is
Amy.
Amy.
I could have gotten that.
You could have gotten that.
Damn it.
That's my sister's
That's okay.
name. It's Amy.
I know it is.
What?
your sister's name.
Yeah.
Now we know you have a sister.
Who's married to Brandon
This
Staley.
is a learning.
We're learning more about us as we answer questions incorrectly.
All right, Mary's going to ask you the next one. It's okay, you
Okay.
guys.
Yeah,
You're doing good.
We're learning.
That's right.
we're all winning. What's the most points the Chargers have ever scored in a game?
Skill him up.
Kevin.
Kev?
62.
No.
We should go closest to on this so somebody
Okay.
gets a point.
Yeah.
Price is right rules.
Do it.
Yeah.
62.
Yeah, Price is right. I like that. All right, go at him.
Don't pick
Without going over?
$1.
Yes, Adam.
I'm going to say 54.
Mm-hmm.
It's a number.
It's a number.
Okay, let me think about numbers.
$1, Bob.
I feel like there's got to be
All
a
right.
giant one.
Yeah, there's had to be a big one, but yours seemed too high by the reaction. Adam seemed close. I'm going to go with 56.
Ooh. So wait, what did you say, Kevin?
62.
Yeah, 62.
The answer was 58.
W.
Kyle?
Put it on the board.
Job,
I
Kyle.
feel like that should only be like a partial point
Charge.
because you didn't
Sure.
fully get it right.
Give me
Yeah,
another
give him a
2/3.
point. Give him a
Yeah.
point.
Oh, okay. Adam's
Round up
being
my
generous to you.
Yeah.
All right, this next question is multiple choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Get your
My pen.
right
Yeah.
apparatus ready.
All right. And this question comes from Bobby Pekar.
Oh, really?
Bobby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The question is, where was Charger, now number 11, Dicker the Kicker, born? Was it A, Hong Kong, B, Texas, C, the Bermuda Triangle, or D, he doesn't remember?
Bermuda Triangle. That is brilliant.
Give me the first two again. A was
Hong Kong,
okay.
B, Texas,
You don't want to hear the other two?
C, the Bermuda Triangle.
I got the other one. Those ones are seared in my brain.
Yeah.
Okay, drum roll, reveal. I can't.
Didn't quite work.
A.
What?
A. A
Oh,
is
that's
right.
A.
A is right.
Yeah, I knew that. I remember hearing that.
Yay.
Did you actually know that?
Hercules. Yeah, I remember hearing that. Being
I
weird
remember hearing that too.
I did a
I did
dicker
not know that.
dive.
Dicker
A full
dive.
dicker dive, and then
Find
we'll
a
know
new
more
title,
about him.
dude. New
Did you
title.
know he's
Dive.
number 11 now?
I didn't, but that's good.
That's good to know because
Hey.
Kevin was talking about getting his jersey.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
After Justin scores, he adds one. So 10
Yeah.
plus 1 is 11.
Wow.
Son of a
Maths.
gun.
It all makes sense now. It's just maths.
He doesn't remember. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready for your next question?
Yes.
This is a
Bulldog
trumpet in
Dicker
one.
dive.
Okay, trumpet.
This is trumpet.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay. LT holds the record for most touchdowns in a single season. What is his girlfriend's name? Just kidding. Just kidding. How many touchdowns?
Just kidding. It's his wife's
is-
name.
just kidding. His ex-wife's name.
You gotta know this, you guys.
Okay, how
No, the
many
real-
touchdowns?
The real question: how many touchdowns is that record
This is a bump and a bump question.
Total touchdowns or
Oh.
rushing
In a season.
in a season?
In a single season.
Total
Up, up, up,
touchdowns.
up.
in a season.
Kevin.
26.
That is incorrect.
Way too low. It's like all-time NFL touchdowns of the season.
30.
But I can't. You can't guess
You
again.
answered that.
Yeah.
I'm
Come on,
I'm just trying to think
Contributor.
through. Oh man, I want to say.
So confident.
I want to. I'm very confident. I want to say like 31.
That's right.
Oh.
Come on. Yeah, I like that.
Nice job.
That makes you feel real good.
Good job.
Nice shirt, Adam. We should probably give shout outs to our shirts because
yeah.
I know Senior Snappy will be really happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the yacht club. And Yeti or not. Nice,
Yeti
guys.
or not. My little
Way
bowl.
to represent.
It's cute.
Okay, are you guys ready for your next question?
Ready.
Bring it.
This one is multiple choice.
Okay.
What is the name of Joey Bosa's YouTube channel? You guys know he has a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
You
I don't
did
know
know the name?
I'm gonna wing the
It's
name.
really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? The answers are either A, JB Big Bear 69, B, Country Big Bear Jamboree, C, Floofy Magoof, or D, 97th Heaven.
One of these is actually right.
I cannot believe one of these is correct.
I know.
Oh, man.
The way you guys laughed at that, you guys spent time coming up with that.
That was a fun one.
That was classic. Wow, these are wild.
Oh, can I hear B and C again, please?
Country Bear Jamboree was B.
Yeah, Country Big Bear
Floofy
Jamboree.
Magoof.
Floofy Magoo. So A, I'll read them all again. A, JB Big Bear 69. B, Country Big Bear Jamboree.
Too simple.
C, Floofy Magoof. Or D, 97th Heaven.
97th Heaven is genius, but I can't be right.
Big Bear 69 is so simple.
It's so
You
simple.
don't think he thinks that there's no
almost-
greater feeling than the love of a family?
Oh, wow. 7th Heaven. What a great pull.
All right.
Okay.
I got mine.
I have my
You guys
guess.
ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah.
A,
C.
B.
I cannot see these letters.
Oh,
God.
that's different.
Come
Well,
on,
I'll get
Kyle.
different. Okay,
C.
okay. Kevin got C. Kyle, what'd
I'm
you do?
just blasted with light. B.
B.
B?
A, B, and
B.
C.
And Adam guessed A.
The correct answer is C.
Floofy
Floo.
Magoo.
No way.
What a
there we
stupid
go.
name.
That's a
I
fake
think you should,
account.
we should start a petition to change it to Big Bear 69.
Floofy Magoof.
Or
That's
97th
really what it
Heaven.
is.
Yeah.
Does he explain why? Floofy Magoof?
It's not that
Hasn't
kind of
made-
YouTube
yeah.
channel.
If he tells you, he'll have to kill you. You know his roots.
That's pretty stupid. Okay. Okay.
I'm sure there's some
Mafia.
deep story
Yeah.
behind it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or maybe so you can't
All
find
right,
me.
well, I'm back in it on the awesome question. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome back, Kev.
Welcome back.
All
Did
right.
you guys want to know the current scores? Is this the overall score or
I'm
just
gonna do
today?
math.
Are these the
Today
most
we
recent
have
scores? Are these up to
Is that
date?
Yeah.
today Kevin has 2 points. Kyle
That a
has
boy,
3
Kev.
points.
Three.
Come on.
And Adam has 2 points.
So you have to add
Hey.
those to their last scores. That's fine. That's too much. That's too much.
Too
Okay.
much, yeah.
Way too much.
This next question is not multiple choice.
Yeah, so be ready for those trumpets.
Trumpet.
Mary is asking it this one.
Who is this?
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Kevin.
Kevin.
It's
Have to have first name.
Spanos.
It is
AJ?
not Spanish.
AJ.
Shit.
I like it when it makes it like he's got the green
Spanish.
screen.
Wait, you say it's did you say it's not a Spanos?
No, I
It's
said it
not
wasn't
AJ.
Spanos F word, like Kevin said.
Oh, ba-da-da-da-da.
Kyle.
John Spanos.
Yes!
I thought it was John, and then you said
I don't know
I heard
why
you say
I
not
panicked.
a Spanos. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what? Okay.
No, it wasn't Spanos.
I can't believe you printed out a
Definitely
picture
not.
of John Spanos. That's
Yeah, we had to do it up in like the conference room at the.
Oh,
at the
that's a
hotel.
good printer. That's got a
That's
very
so
good
good.
I
clarity.
know, right?
Yeah,
Little
yeah,
skip
that's a
on the
good printer.
E.
Let's call it. Oh God.
The
Oh,
detail.
Oh God.
God, I'm crying. This is too funny.
Okay. Question number 8.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Which Chargers player on the team last year had and still has type 1 diabetes? This is not multiple choice.
Oh, I know this. Oh shoot. They weren't they mic'd up? Tell me yes or no. Were they mic'd up one time?
I don't think we're allowed to say that.
Okay.
Let's check.
Kyle doesn't need
We're
any
not allowed
help.
to confirm.
Let's go to the booth.
Type
John
one.
says no. Kyle,
I'm gonna go with Dustin Hopkins.
that's a great guess.
No,
But it's an incorrect guess.
It's incorrect.
I could have sworn there was like he's injured and kicking, and he has type 1 diabetes. I could have sworn that was the storyline.
That would have been an amazing storyline.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
All right, guys. 5.
I have no
4,
idea.
3, 2,
Clap.
1.
We'll clap. We'll clap.
We'll clap.
I don't
Are you
know.
serious?
Maybe.
It's not
That's-
well clapped.
That's as
not
good a
right.
guess as any.
Is
Yeah.
that your guess
How
too,
about
Adam?
pick a starter?
No,
I'll give you a hint.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
of
yeah,
course. Now you get a hint. Yeah. Once me and Kevin have guessed, lay it up for him. Type him in the group chat individually.
yeah. What does it rhyme with?
No.
His whole name?
No. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess.
Shoot, I'm gonna be so mad. When
Jamari Salyer.
That's a really good guess. That was the closest, probably.
Oh, so it's alignment.
It's alignment.
Oh.
Just you're the closest. You win.
You win. You get a third of a point.
So who has diabetes?
So
Diabetes.
whose medical information are we
people.
disclosing on this show?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yo, what HIPAA violation?
Private medical
are we-
records.
It's DeAndre Carter.
Oh.
Former
debate-
Charger.
Yeah.
Former Charger. Yeah.
That's what we said last year. We debated taking this question off because, now
That was the hint that was right there.
Rip
Right in
DeAndre.
front of our
Yeah.
faces.
Dang it.
It's okay. Zeros across the board.
Okay.
All right.
That's okay. You guys are going to get this next one probably. This one's multiple choice.
Yeah, another multiple
Oh, yeah.
choice.
Sweet.
Get your markers ready.
It's the last multiple choice question, so you can use all the space.
Okay.
Okay.
You read it really big.
Big letter.
Yeah.
Got it.
What is the official name of the color that we so fondly refer to as powder blue?
Oh God.
It's multiple choice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think I know this.
Is it A, baby blue, B, collegiate blue, C, middle blue, or D, old navy blue?
And what was the last one? Old baby?
Old Navy.
Yeah,
Old
that's
Navy.
it.
Old baby.
Baby blue.
It just doesn't matter. Just
Yeah,
go with
new
these,
baby.
since you
New
don't
baby
think it's any
blue
of
and
the other
old
ones.
baby blue. So
You know when a
little-
baby's really old.
It's a little
So it looks
sassier.
like our jerseys.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got an old baby. When they're blue. All right.
All right. I'm ready.
You guys got your
Everyone
answers?
ready?
Kevin?
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it ever though.
Hold
I'll
it
have to
close
trust
to your
you.
shirt. That worked last time.
Yeah.
Don't reveal it yet. Okay, ready? B, B, C.
B.
The correct answer
B's and a
is
C.
B.
Ah,
Let's
I knew
go.
it. When I did our graphics, I looked it up and I remember that.
Oh,
Kevin,
you
I'm
actually
glad you're
need-
getting the stupid questions right, and not the
The
good
old
ones.
baby questions.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, Kyle.
Sorry,
Points
none
to
of your
point.
questions are stupid. I'm just trying to keep Kevin humble.
Old baby.
Thank you. I
I'll be
appreciate
the
that.
old baby.
He was about to go into his explanation as to how he knows the colors and why he asked for D.
Yeah.
It's a
even though
funny
he knew it
story,
wasn't D.
actually. It was
The
a
reading rainbow.
He got
okay?
his master's in colors.
He did.
Thank
camp.
you.
Yep. They taught colors at camp.
See, they appreciate what I do way more than you do, Kyle.
They just made
I
fun
also
of
went
you.
to art school.
Yeah, amen.
Okay, you guys made it to question
Okay.
number 10,
Oh God.
which
Okay.
of course is about QB number 10.
okay.
This is not a multiple choice question.
Trumpets.
Does Justin Herbert have a girlfriend?
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. No.
Kevin?
Okay, and what are your sources,
What?
Kevin?
You didn't even get bumped. You didn't get bumped. Wait. How did he just answer?
Because I was the
Kevin
fastest.
trumpeted faster than you.
I think
Yeah.
my Wi-Fi is slow because in mine I was first.
You were first.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, how about we'll let you guys
No
say it at
way.
the same
Yeah.
time. We'll let you
No, it's
answer
okay.
at the
Let
same
him
time.
answer. Let him answer.
No.
See if it's right, and then I don't think it's right, and then I'll use the other one.
Okay.
He's not dating anyone. He hangs out with Gabe neighbors and goes to the Masters. He's not hanging out. He's not.
Oh,
he doesn't
you
have a
knew
girlfriend.
where he was. Good job on your Twitter stalking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instagram stalking.
No girlfriend.
Kyle,
It's okay. Is he right?
we'll let you answer.
I'm just gonna go with yes. Then.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm
Based
gonna
on
go
what? You're just guessing?
Based on Kevin's probably wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Adam?
Adam, what do you think?
I swear that he has a girlfriend that he just doesn't like talk about.
Let
Like he keeps it
outside.
out of the light.
Keeps her in the house.
Do you have any like source on that? Or you're just like,
So I
you
feel
just
like
We have no sources. That's not getting into the whole source thing.
We're not a
all right?
source podcast.
Source
We don't
subject.
make shit up.
I
We're
swear
not doing
that I read an
sources.
article. It might have been like a Twitter article or something like that that said that he had a girlfriend, but
Fake news.
I don't know about that, buddy. I think he does.
all right.
I've seen like. Sorry, go ahead.
He's just
Do you
very
wanna hear the
he's so
answer?
humble that he doesn't even talk about her.
Oh, he's like, I couldn't even get a girlfriend.
All right, what do you know?
And the answer is we don't know. We just wanted to see if you guys know.
Oh,
So I guess you each get a third.
So
of
we
a
all
point.
get a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a back.
That was such a great way to try to find our source. But I know we have no
Like
source.
you guys know people. I mean, maybe like
I think I had the best
we'll let it
reasoning
slip,
though.
but- Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we
he
like
went.
that reason.
He went
That's
to the
not a good
Masters
reasoning.
with.
No. There's plenty of men
friends.
that have wives that don't go take their wives to the Masters. That's just
I
kind of
just
a guy's trip.
Googled, does Justin Herbert have a girlfriend?
no,
And it
that's
says
the-
girlfriend Taylor
No,
Bisciotti.
she
Nope.
has another.
Those
boyfriend.
are internet rumors
Yeah.
that are BS.
Why
I
Come
think
on,
that's
Adam.
good
Lie
enough
to
to
me.
give me and Adam a point and leave Kevin off the board.
At one
Wait, why
time,
is
he was
Kevin off the board?
reportedly in a relationship with
No.
According to
Sabrina
Google,
Elaine.
he has a
Oh,
Mm.
according to
That's
John
our source.
Spanos.
John, what you, John?
Well, great job, you guys.
well, good job. Yeah. I think we did
All right.
better.
Yay.
We're gonna
was
give
better.
you all a point for the last question.
Okay, that
Okay,
was
cool.
better than
Okay,
last
good.
time for sure.
So Kyle's definitely in the lead by like one
Rising
now.
tides raises all boats,
Yeah,
right? Isn't that the saying?
That's right.
We all get a point. We're
We all
our
benefit if
boats are
Justin
coming
Herbert
up.
doesn't have a girlfriend.
We're all winners.
Keep his mind on football.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or did you add it up, Mary?
So Kevin has 5 2/3 points. Kyle has 6 2/3 points, and Adam has 4 2/3 points.
Hey,
All right.
still
you
close
guys.
game.
Mhm.
Neck and
close.
neck.
Things
I
are
like
like in
it.
the world again.
Might need to have like a bonus round where like you'll take Justin Herbert's parents for 500, something like that. You know, we'll do
Jeopardy,
like
that's a
Jeopardy.
whole lot more.
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Do you know a lot about his parents?
Double-
I don't know.
we need a double
One way to
Jeopardy.
find out. Double Jeopardy.
Okay.
I'm gonna risk points to
Yeah.
try and beat Kyle.
Give up all 4 1/3 that you got.
Yeah, I'm betting in quarters here and halves.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you for another awesome Bolt trivia,
Thank you.
broad
Thank
trivia
Broad trivia.
with the broad questions and the broad answers. Do you have something to take us out?
No.
Oh, you just had a script to bring us in, but
Yeah,
we all
I
just
didn't hear about that
get up
part.
and walk out when we're done. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Dawn.
All right, folks. It's still a close game. Anybody could take it.
Kyle got a little run going there, but I feel
Kyle
confident.
maintains the lead, but Bulldog is not far behind. Just a couple of questions. If I just would have known Staley's wife's name,
Amy.
this could be a different story, but oh well.
You blew it.
I blew it. I'll be ready. I'll be ready next month or whenever we have the next trivia.
There's no way to
moment.
prepare for these trivia.
There really isn't, because
No.
who the heck knows? But ladies, again, thank you for coming on and giving us
Yeah, thanks, guys.
the big belly laughs and the tears of joy. We really appreciate it. All right, folks, time to go on to the next segment. Ask Boltfam. Lock and load. Here we go.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys. Don't jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do. I wet myself in excitement. Oh, so hungry. Your thoughts are like totally appreciated. Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy. That's right, folks. Time for Ask Boltfam, and we start off with 104723311.
Dope, 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 dope. Certified fresh.
Okay, who asked the question? If I were to send some of my Chargers cards, would you guys sign them I have a Josh Palmer rated rookie and a Justin Herbert rookie. Would that be possible?
Briefcase tacos.
Okay, so
I don't want to ruin your car.
Yeah.
I don't know Justin or
I don't know if
Palmer.
he thinks that we know these guys or if he wants our signatures.
I'm
not putting my signature on that. No,
I will not ruin a rookie.
We
Justin
don't know
Herbert
any of the players to be able to make this happen for you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is who I think Justin Herbert is. So I don't know if
that's about as close. Yeah, talking to the doll is as close as we get.
But he said you guys sign him. I don't want to ruin your cards. Yeah,
I could do it if that's what you want. I just don't think that's the play.
Yeah.
How about we can send you something else if you message us again. We can send you something else with our signatures if you really, really, really want it.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
We'll be happy to sign something, just not something like Justin Herbert's rookie.
That could be worth some serious money. And then somebody looks like,
plummet the
who
price.
are these idiots that ruined your card?
Bulldog. What?
Who the f- is that?
The coach. Hugging.
Huh?
All right.
Yeah.
104.
We're flattered.
2311. Yes, we are flattered. And thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to JV, who asked the question. Off-season question time. Cake or pie, and why? Bolt up. Love the pod, guys. Keep it up.
I think it's just certified fresh.
Should we do the answer on 3 thing?
I don't think so.
No, it's not. I was wrong.
God, Kevin.
Was
Tighten it up.
It was last episode too. God,
Kevin,
I'm falling apart. Sorry, my apologies. I shouldn't have started this.
Throwing everything off track.
I'm sorry.
You can't leave it now though. It's a part of the show.
No, it's me looking like an idiot every week. All right, on 3. Say it. On
Cake
count
or pie? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Cake.
Pie.
Angel food cake, dude. I love angel food cake so much. It's hard to. I can't think of a pie.
Do you like
I
every
want.
type of cake?
I like a lot of cakes. I do like a lot of pies.
Let's
but
put it
angel
that way.
food-
Like
angel food beats all the pies I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
I could eat multiple types of cakes. Pies, I got to be in the mood for a pie. Nothing against pies. I love pies.
Put a pie.
For me, it's like a texture thing. It's like if it's too much cream or something like that.
I don't like
love
the
crust.
frosting of a cake. Most frosting I don't like.
No, I'm with you there too. Especially like the store-bought
Shitty,
cakes,
like
store-bought
Costco
frosting.
Walmart cakes.
It's just like, oh god, it tastes like sadness.
Tastes like heartburn and sadness.
But you also have cupcakes within the cake family.
I don't like cupcakes either. That's just all. That's even more frosting.
That's true. That's a lot of extra frosting.
Oh no. Okay.
I think of like the actual like.
Well, Kev, cherry delight. Would you consider that a pie?
I don't know what you consider that.
I
don't
that's
think
a pie.
Is that
that's
a pie?
got a graham cracker crust and filling. That's a pie.
I'm a pie guy.
Yeah.
Changed.
I know.
I changed my
Kevin's
answer.
favorite dessert of all time is cherry delight. So if that's a pie, you're a pie guy, dude.
It's like a Duggan recipe that I have no one ever. Whenever I say it, they're like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my go-to. So yeah, I changed. Kyle, the first time
You're welcome.
ever in the history of this podcast, you changed my mind. Well done.
Over the pivotal question of cake or pie. Well,
we spent a lot of time on that when we got 22 of these guys.
All right. JV, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to capital Age 7637, who asked the question.
How's that not? I don't know. I'm not gonna be a part of this.
I gave him a solid.
No, this is certified fresh. This is certified
God.
fresh. No, it's not certified fresh. This was
Jesus.
episode.
Oh my
so okay,
God.
so I was looking at JV. I apologize. I know you weren't certified fresh. I was looking at capital Age. I got it confused. I thought that's what we were talking about, and I just looked it up. So now I know that this isn't certified fresh. Last episode, capital Age was here.
Okay.
Who asked the question?
Has
this roster peaked? Shot its load at 4th or 5th best in the AFC? How is Tom Telesco still employed? Oh,
It's a sad question that felt better with Mickey Mouse.
I
right?
mean,
Yeah,
I
Mickey
tried
Mouse
to
softened
because
the blow.
this came through real salty. Capital Age.
I hope not. I
don't think we saw it yet. I don't think we.
We're
Even
so
if this roster
injured
has
last
peaked,
year.
we never saw this roster peak. If
Last
that
year.
makes sense.
No, I agree
You
with
know?
that 100%.
So
There's
I
so
don't.
many
I don't
injuries.
think we've peaked.
And then Tom
That's a good
Telesco's
point.
still employed, like we talked about. all general managers.
They last forever. Yeah.
A little indigestion.
And
All Chargers
just started smoking, and he wanted to hold the smoke like a big boy.
Yeah. All
Not gonna cough.
All Shut up. All Chargers GMs get 10 years. This is his 10th year. So I think that's your answer.
That's true.
We'll find out if he's good. What happens next year.
All right. Well, there you go. Capital H 7637. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Bolt Up Cat.
Cat.
Who asked the question. Hi, guys. How the heck are you? So the Aztecs gave us a little heartbreak there, but so proud of them for a great run. And I got to share some good news with the Charger Chat fam. My small business was selected to give a pitch for Super Bowl contract here in Vegas. Woohoo! I can't even believe it. So, like, any of y'all know how to give a business pitch? Because I sure as don't. Gonna keep it positive and hope for the best. Here are my off-season content questions. Going deep, LOL. What did you guys think of Tom Brady's deflated balls? Do you think every QB kind of breaks the rules here and there and he just happened to get caught? Or is he just an arrogant ass thinking he's above the regulations? I ordered some merch from your shop and was wondering how you came up with the design for your logo. Love the little details and happy to support CC. Hope everybody has a happy Easter weekend. K, love you. Bye. All right. Well, first of all, Kat, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So happy for you.
Pitch.
Foot's in the door. Come on. Here we
Fingers
go.
are crossed. I would love to see a commercial for you on the Super Bowl. I'd be like, I know that company.
Let's go.
All right. Tom Brady's deflated. Why are we talking about Tom Brady here? Bolt Up
Because
Cat.
he's got.
I just think that he didn't think
old
that he would
balls.
get caught. I just don't think he thought he's like, I'm Tom Brady. I kind of do what I want. Even if they catch it, they're not going to say anything. I'm Tom Brady. That's just kind of how
I'm Tom Brady.
That's how he ends all of his conversations.
I've approved this
That's
message.
how
I'm
in
Tom
his
Brady.
head he's like, I'm me, so they're not gonna not let me do
Guys. I'm Tom Brady.
Calm down. You know the drill. It's me.
Why are we making a big fuss out of this? I'm
Yeah,
Tom
come
Brady.
on. Yeah, Tom Brady, the guy who would complain about every like light touch he got as like a roughing the QB. Like,
Yeah.
guys definitely seem like a prima donna, a successful prima donna, but a prima donna nonetheless.
You know that all the Surface pros in the NFL right now are happy that he's gone.
Yeah,
The amount of
Microsoft
those
is-
that he threw and broke, you know, Microsoft is like, whew.
Investors are happy.
That is not a
Finally.
good look.
Hey, time to make a profit this year.
Yeah, let's go. Burning through all of our shit on Tom Brady. But it's Tom Brady.
But I'm Tom Brady.
I'm Tom Brady. Smash.
Problem.
All right. And the design for the logo, that actually came from one of our listeners. It was Quest 360, who we cannot thank enough and highly recommend you go check him out on Twitter. It's Quest QWEST 360 Designs, DESIGNS. Go check him out. He's done some great work. He's a great graphic designer. He's done some stuff that have like chargers, and he's got a store too, quest360.com, that he sells stickers and stuff on.
They're
that
awesome.
have chargers, logos and stuff like that. So definitely go check him out. And yeah, again, we can't thank him enough for making our logo. That's
Well, he
the
did it. So
sweetest thing.
the only note I said to him was like, we want it to be like Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, where we're all kind of like that.
Oh, really?
That was like the lineup, and then he gave you a thunderbolt beard
Right in
and
the
lightning
beard,
coming out of
yes.
your eyes, and yeah, he knocked that shit right out of the park.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I
love
never
it.
want it to change, honestly.
No, we're not going to. It's too
Yeah.
fun.
All right. Well, I think we hit them all there, Bolt Up Cat. So thank you for
And
asking the
congrats.
question.
And
And again,
congrats.
Yeah,
congratulations.
good luck.
Good
Yeah,
luck. Good luck with the pitch.
fingers crossed. Let's move it on now to Derek Hueso, who asked the question.
What's up, guys? Question. Don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but what was your worst Charger loss you witnessed? Mine was flying across the country to Jacksonville, watch our Bolts live in action, and blow one of the biggest playoff leads. Hashtag it sucked balls. Hashtag Bolt Up. Hashtag it was freezing.
Yeah, dude, that's if you went down to that game, I feel
I can't
so
top it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, there's no topping that. Worst loss. I don't know.
I remember seeing them lose to the Jets at Qualcomm. I think it was for a playoff. I can't remember.
No, it was a playoff game. You and I went together. It was the playoff
was that
game
the one that we
where
went to?
it was,
Okay.
What's his name? Our kicker missed like every field goal.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Kading?
Kading.
Yeah.
Nick Kading missed absolutely every field goal, and Rex Ryan beat us and then stole LT the following year.
Yeah. That was
like
rough to
worst.
see in person.
No, we played LT. LT was on the Jets, I think, that year. So
I can't remember. It was so long ago.
I can't remember.
I remember that sucking, but I don't think anything can top the Jacksonville one. That's one that'll take a while.
I have one that it's not like the up by a lot and then you lose like that, but Marlon McCree's fumble in the playoffs was, I didn't watch it live, but that was one of the hardest things I've ever witnessed for sure.
Yeah.
I will say it's a fresh one. The loss to the, not only was it to the Raiders, but if we would have won or tied, we would have been in the playoffs.
God.
All right, let's move on.
We got to move on. Yeah, let's
Those
not
are
dwell
picked
on
one.
this.
Let's stop going more.
Just get them out. Get them out. You win. You win, Derek, because that one sucked more than all the
You're
others.
the winner. You're the champ. Enjoy your crown. Thank you for asking the question.
Yeah.
Let's move it on now to Wade Mix.
Certified fresh.
Who asked the question. The Chargers coaching staff has seen some changes this offseason with a few new faces joining the crew. How does the blend of these diverse coaching approaches contribute to innovative strategies and improvements in the field? K, love you, bye. Great question.
Very
Wade.
good question.
Love it. What do you think there, Coach?
It's different styles.
Yeah, I don't know. Anytime you have new guys on your staff, like in the room, talking about like breaking down film and who you're going to play, what the game strategy is, everyone has a little bit different view of the game. I don't know, like when you're watching and strategizing, you just add little bits of elements. And like even when offense and defense, say Coach Staley's obviously the head coach, oversees the offense. When he goes in and talks to Kellen's going to give different feedback than he got last year from Lombardi. And so then that will then pique Coach Staley in different ways. Like, oh yeah, I never thought, like maybe I didn't think about it that way. And then the way that he then goes about implementing his defense, like, oh yeah, this week Kellen did that, and maybe they'll try to attack us here. So yeah, anytime you bring in any new person, it changes the element of discussion and like how you're gonna approach things. I think it significantly changes all that stuff.
I think it's interesting, like the creative mind aspect of like, I don't think necessarily Lombardi was pushing Staley and his defense to the fullest extent of what, looks and like competing against each other. And he, and Staley even said like that was his first, game as the Rams defensive coordinator was going up against him. And it was like a challenge. It was something that he remembered of like, that was difficult. So I think if anything, we have the players, we have the talent. If the talent can stay healthy and we get what we think this should be on offense, everything's going to get better.
Right. Yeah, I think with the talk from McCarthy, the coach for the Dallas Cowboys, being quoted as saying that Kellen Moore wanted to score too many points.
Such an idiot.
That in itself is an entirely different
How
mindset.
do you ever come out and say that? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's the weirdest thing that I would think a coach could ever say, but he did say it. And so if you know that that's the mindset of Kellen Moore, you got to imagine that that's going to be something that gets implemented when he comes over here to the Chargers to work with Justin Herbert and our offense. So
yeah,
all great things to look forward to, Wade Mix, but thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Athair Kadir.
Athair,
who asked the question.
Well, dog, let me start with this. Jason Reed is crazy. Herbert is getting an 8-year deal. Question to the coach. You are disrespecting the Bengals and Bills. Chargers' biggest threat is not the Chiefs. My question, Coach, did you watch the games last year? Explain yourself. We be ourselves, FTR MVP 10.
I actually watched both games in person and we lost to the Chiefs twice. So yeah, I watched us lose twice to the Chiefs. So until we can beat them, they're our biggest competition.
I kind of have to agree with Coach on that one, but I understand what you're saying, Athair. I think you're saying that the Bills and the Bengals are going to be bigger threats, but
until we beat
they
the
didn't win the
Chiefs,
Super Bowl last year, my guy. The Chiefs did,
and the Chiefs have won the AFC West the last what feels like a decade.
Yeah,
we're not winning. we're not winning the AFC West until we get by them. We play them twice a year. They are a problem for us. They are our number one problem, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So
No, that's not to say that the Bengals and Bills are bad. I'm not saying that they're not
and we're not
good.
going to sleep on them either. We know that they're going to be challenges.
Every
for sure.
team in the NFL is good, and they have incredible offenses. So I'm not saying that they're not good. I'm just saying we play the Chiefs twice a year, and we can't beat them. So I'm not worried about any other team until we can start beating up on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Well,
we can start beating the Chiefs. It'll be a different story.
We played the Bengals twice in Justin Herbert's, tenure. And the first one, he lost to Tyrod Taylor. And the second one, we beat the shit out of him. Justin beat the shit out of the Bengals. So
right,
if you want to do like a head-to-head, we beat the Bengals twice since 2020. So, and then the Bills, have we played the Bills anytime?
We did. I remember we did.
Yeah,
play the
we
Bills
barely
once.
lost to them, and that was also Justin Herbert. So yeah, it's the Chiefs. It is absolutely the Chiefs. So
yeah. We'll have to see what happens this next season there, Athir, but thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Bolt Dan, who asked the question.
Happy Easter! One of you three vatos in a wrestling match. Which one of you guys would it be? Plus, you can pick one wrestling partner. A, Hulk Hogan, B, Brock Lesnar, or C, Joey Bosa. Puro pinches Chargers. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
No love you, just bye.
No.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
That's awesome.
All right. Wrestling match. One of us.
I practice
who's
a lot.
jumping in the ring?
I got 3 kids. We wrestle daily.
Dude, I get the request, Dad, can you chase me around and throw me? It's at the end of the night before everyone gets clean. Literally, I chase my 4 kids around in a circle and just hip toss them. I have a good move where I grab them by the arm, put them over my shoulder, and front flip them. I even do that to the 1-year-old. So I have a couple good moves. Granted,
Okay.
that's
your
on
signature
kids that
move?
weigh under 50 pounds. So
Yeah.
I'm good. When I get to my oldest, it's a little more difficult because he's a little
wrestling
heavier.
Kids. That's a different story.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. It's still fun.
It's still fun.
It would have to be one of the Duggan brothers for sure, unless this is a comedy wrestling match, in which case I nominate myself.
Here's what I think would be the best situation of all time would be Adam and Brock Lesnar. I think that you bring the comedy. You're the guy like
Hulk Hogan.
I'm the
Hulk Hogan
distraction.
and Adam. Come on.
Just Brock
that
is so
personality.
intense and not like fun at all. And then Adam's just like waiting to get tagged in, but
That's
they never
true, yeah.
actually tag you in.
But
I
he
don't
does like
know.
that. Oh, come on, tag me.
You like
oh,
grab
too
him
slow.
you grab the opponent by the foot and like pull him out like, oh, it was me. Like that's
Oh, good luck, Brock.
Sick.
I think if that was the case, I think Brock Lesnar would kick my ass and like he wouldn't
What,
care about the other two.
Brock?
All
What?
3 of them would just hang up on me.
I think that'd be more entertaining, actually.
And then you magic man and disappear.
Magic Man. I hook myself to a rope and I get flown out.
Ripcord.
Flipping them off the
Oh, that's awesome.
All right,
so
there it
good.
is. Bolt Dan,
Adam's
thank
it.
you for asking
Good
the question. Let's move on now to Hangry Seth, who asked the question. I was curious, how are coaches contracted? Like, do we have more under contract? Can any coach leave at any time after a season? I'm curious, what if Moore does amazing and decides to leave? Then we'd have to start all over again. K, love you, bye.
Good question. I think you need to be prepared for the fact that I'm an eternal optimistic about our team. I think you need to be prepared for the fact that he's not going to be with us very long. Worst case scenario, it's 1 year and we go out of our minds because they're always needing offensive minds, head coaches in the league. Like that's like the big hire right now. And he's already been hired as a head coach for a few positions. So let's just get him while he's not a head coach and make the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
in
I
terms of
don't-
the contracts, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either because remember Sean Payton, like he was under contract, he retired, and then the Broncos had to give up draft picks to get him out of contract with the Saints because their contracts are guaranteed. So they're paid. Like Sean Payton's being paid, but then he retired, so then he's not being paid. So I don't know. I don't know how all that works. So it's like if you sign a 4-year deal and you decide to retire, you're still under contract with them. They're not paying you.
If you
But
don't
they
finish the contract, I guess.
Right. But if you're 4 years and you get fired after 2, you're going to get paid for 2 more years.
Well,
so
there's a couple
I'm not
coaches,
exactly how it works.
There's a couple coaches sitting out there on the couch. I can't remember which ones. I think there's been a few that were cut early in like a long extension or whatever.
Yeah.
They were getting paid insane money still and not needing to coach because they're making like $5-6 million a year for not coaching. So seems like a good job if you can get into there to that upper echelons. Like you losing that job is not good because you're probably not going to get to that position again.
Yeah.
Unless you're like Lovie Smith, who just always is head coaching somewhere. It seems like
it feels like the end of the day, like if a assistant has opportunities to be a head coach, you're not going to stop it from happening.
No,
regardless of what contract they're under, or if you start doing that, no one's going to come coach for you. So you're not going to kibosh Kellen Moore from. If he's like, hey, I have the green or the whatever team, the Panthers want me to be their new head coach because Frank Reich 1 year gone, whatever it is, like you're not gonna be like, no, you're under contract, sit tight, because then you're just that guy. No one comes and coaches for you. So,
and what's the culture like? Because we talk about the player culture. What is the coaching culture like? Like if you were to guess, like the importance of that, the importance of like family, giving time, make sure everyone can go see their families. Like that's got to be an important part of continuing to want to be a coach on a certain staff.
Yeah, it's like any job. You have the benefits you consider when you're choosing where to work. Right, that's part of that. The benefits of working as a Charger is that Coach Daly does this and that. It's just like I don't really want to go do that. I have this sweet setup here, and so yeah, I don't know exactly how all that works, but. I'm excited for Kellen Moore this season.
Big time.
As we know, the Chargers change big from year to year. Personnel, coaching, all of it. I mean, facilities, everything changes from year to year. So this year, I'm excited to have Kellen Moore.
Big time.
I'd be excited about the year.
Yeah, I would expect to have him at least a couple of years, if not more. I mean,
well, a lot of people are like, he's the head coach in waiting. That if something with Staley happens and he doesn't start performing and we don't start winning playoff games, that maybe he was hired to be the guy in waiting in case something were to happen.
Don't know. It's as good as thought as any, but Hangry Seth, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Daryl Sandlin, 21, who asked the question.
Hey, guys. How's the Boltfam? So ready for the draft. We're almost there. Okay, my question in a bit of a rant. Hoo-ha! Now, we've all heard by now the second interview with Ek. I, for one, am feeling pulled in a few different directions. Now he's putting it out there that he feels disrespected by the organization for not wanting to talk with him anymore about an extension. But then continues to state that he wants to be a Charger. I understand his frustration, but I also understand the team's feelings. And wasn't he offered an extension before last season that he turned down? Then our boy says he hates the yellow pants, which I really dig. What say you? As Stephon Diggs tweeted out last year, hell going on. Hoo-ha! Your thoughts? P.S. Kevin, I took your advice last November when I joined Twitter for the first time, and I joined your Patreon. I stay the hell off Twitter, except for your channel. K-love you, bye. Hoo-ha.
I'm sorry, Daryl. I am sorry to lure you into Twitter. I'm smart. keep it low profile. Keep it low key.
Keep the pool of positivity as best you can.
And thank you for being a Patreon member too. We appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, greatly appreciate that, Daryl. All right. Thoughts about Ek?
We talked a little bit about it early on. It's just
we did.
It's just
I didn't know about the yellow pants allegation.
I missed that.
Come up?
I absolutely
didn't know
missed that.
either.
No,
I didn't listen to that part. Maybe
See,
my
but, like,
selective hearing.
I missed it. I can't really comment on it.
Now you're
but
gonna start talking. I don't know. Now it's like now you feel like you're just taking low blows at stuff for no reason.
You're like, and another thing,
the
these
pants.
yellow pants. What up with that?
You know what really chaps my ass is yellow pants.
Yeah, it feels like a weird little low blow.
It's a
unnecessary.
Weird, yeah, I mean, it's okay to have an opinion, but like,
why now's the time to voice it?
Yeah.
I love the yellow pants.
You know what? This contract dispute. I hate your pants. How does that feel?
How you like that?
You're gonna disrespect me. I'm gonna disrespect you. I hate your pants. They're tight too.
Just bundles it up, throws it at him like, sick of these pants.
I need to trade. I can't wear these pants anymore.
I want everything to be okay. It just doesn't feel like it's going to be. You know what I mean? I just have that sinking feeling in my stomach that.
Is it going to feel weird when he's scoring touchdowns for us? Because he's not getting traded. No one's going to give up anything for him. Is it going to feel weird when he... Do you know what I thought about, actually, now that I said traded? What about a D. Hopkins for Austin Ekeler straight up? Because we're taking on a big contract with Hopkins that Cardinals are looking to shop.
Yeah.
They have the running back of the future for their team.
Yeah. I'd probably take that, honestly.
Right now, because you're not going to get anything for him next year.
I probably would. And there's just the what I have full confidence. I can't say that. I have a feeling that. I have a
stop saying that.
I was like, where I'm going does not actually reflect that at all. Jesus, my brain.
Stop saying that, Kevin.
My brain works in mysterious ways. But the idea that he just doesn't have much to play for. Like, you don't like to hear players talk about that, and then you're fully reliant on them to go out and kick ass. Like, I hope he will kick ass. I hope he's not going to be, there's not going to be any issues. I hope he's not going to take shots at our yellow pants, but it's happened, and it might happen again. It's already been done. It's snowballing.
It's out of control.
Yellow snowballing.
Where do we stop? You start with the yellow pants. Where does it end?
Where's the buck
where does
stop?
it end? Yeah, exactly.
So I love Ekeler. Like, he's amazing. Like, I have his little Yeti or not doll, and I don't want that to go off the shelf. And I
don't want to have to burn that. So,
but do I think he's going to get another contract? I don't have to burn that. Definitely not. But do I think he's going to get another contract after all this went down? No, it's done. It's over. It's done. The fact that the Chargers shut down the conversations about it was like, all right,
they've clearly exhausted their options. Yeah.
I feel bad saying it, but like, you around and you found out. You know what I mean? Like, we tried to pay you. We want you to be a Charger. You want to be a Charger, but we're
not going to pay you as a wide receiver.
You want top running back money. Here's the deal. Go and deliver, like I said earlier, deliver what you did previous years under Lombardi for a new coordinator. Show us that you can be 1,000-yard rusher and you can do what you did.
Right.
And then you'll be golden. And
we picked him, like, we chose you. 1, you were undrafted. We gave you a shot. 2, we said you're the guy over Melvin Gordon, who we drafted in the first round. And we paid you a lot of money that you didn't necessarily deserve yet when we paid you.
But
like
pants
and the pants, the last straw.
It's the pants denominator.
The pants
it really gets down
all that
to
other stuff that the Chargers did for him.
Yeah,
it's like he didn't change the pants.
I like him. I don't want. This is not going to be an anti-Ekeler podcast for the whole season. I want him to be successful. I want him to get to the Pro Bowl. I still want that more than anything.
Yeah, I want him to get $20 million a year with somebody else. Well, we're not going to be that.
But I think you look at the Pro Bowl. I think it's a great example. The Pro Bowl, like, you're voted in, right?
Right.
I think these teams have a same view of a lot of the people that were voting him. Because players and organizations get that vote too. It says a lot about it. Like, he hasn't made a Pro Bowl even with 2 back-to-back 20-yard touchdown seasons. What does that mean? What does that say? And I think if you looked at that, you might reevaluate wanting to go out and being paid as the highest, one of the highest running backs when there were 6 guys that made the Pro Bowl before you did in terms of that idea. So I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like when mom and dad fight.
I don't either.
Stop fighting.
Stop it.
Stop
just
taking shots at the yellow pants.
Leave him alone.
Leave him out of this.
Daryl Sandlin 21, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Good Veterinarian 95.
Certified fresh.
Who asked the question?
Where do you guys think Austin Ekeler is going? Do you think the Chargers will trade Austin Ekeler during the draft? What is your honest opinion on the Ekeler trade? Do you think Keenan Allen will have a career best season next season? Is Kellen Moore the answer?
All right, Good Veterinarian, you're firing off a
I love
question
it.
after question.
Welcome to the show. Boom. I love it.
Opening grand debut, and he's like, how about this and this and this and this?
1, 2, 3.
Buckle my shoe.
Punch.
Thoughts on the yellow pants?
Yeah. Where do we stand? Let's do this.
Where's he going?
Let's do this in reverse. Is Kellen Moore the answer? I think he could be.
I hope so.
and that definitely will affect Keenan Allen and like kind of the route they released that video, Kyle. We're gonna talk about that eventually at some point. But looking at formations and disguise and running the same formation but running different plays out of it, and I think the way that he broke down some of those plays that they posted up, that is like designed for Keenan. Like the Keenan, those routes that he runs and like the kind of the route tree that he designs. I think he could be an insane player.
He can design plays to fit the guys, like if this play best fits the way that Keenan's strengths of running these routes, okay, I'll design plays to make that happen. So like if he has the ability to do that, then yeah, it's going to be a career for Keenan because he's going to be the guy. Mike Williams is a stud, but he is a guy of going downfield, getting deep balls, Keenan is your bread and butter, third down, underneath, high volume kind of guy.
Yep.
All right, then Austin, do you guys want him traded to get an extra draft pick?
It just depends on what you get for it.
What's your minimum?
It's even come to that, but
what's your minimum that you'd feel okay with?
I don't know. Honestly, I won't know until it happens.
And then you'll know how.
Once I see the ticker and I'm like, that feels good, or sucks.
Yeah.
I think either way, right off the bat, it'll suck to see him traded,
right?
No matter what the compensation is, but depending on the compensation, maybe I can heal faster.
There you go.
It's just a weird position. I listened to the Chargers, the podcast that they do with Matt Money and Chris Hayre, and they're awesome. They broke it down in a way where it's like you can't pay these guys that kind of money. What the production you're getting out of all these other running backs across the league, you just don't pay them that. It's just not realistic. So I think it's just coming to terms with the fact this is probably Austin's last season, and who knows, there could be some crazy shit that goes down before the draft that. If nothing happens before the draft, I don't think there's going to be any movement on him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Ezekiel Elliott? He got paid a buttload of money and then just did not produce.
Not even close to perform with
cut.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you got to imagine that all of the owners and the general managers are like, yeah, no, we saw what happened with Zeke, and we can't do that. We can't do that. Even though Austin Ekeler is producing, it's like you can't pay him after the fact. Like, yeah, if you knew that he was going to produce 20 touchdowns those 2 seasons,
you pay him.
They probably would have paid him more money. Just been like, yeah, you're going to produce.
Well, and they tried to bonus him up when he started doing that, and he just didn't take it. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to play it out and get to this point and try and make way more money, and it just didn't work out.
So yeah, as far as where he could possibly go to the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know. Just don't want him in any of the AFC West teams or any AFC team, period.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what he's going to do this year without Lombardi, because go look at his season stats. Lombardi, that's where he did all of his work. So.
Right. We hate it, but good questions there. Good Veterinarian 95. Thank you for asking them. Let's move it on now to El Owaxagueno,
certified fresh,
who asked the question:
would it be beneficial to ship Ekeler to a RB needy team for a 3rd or 4th rounder and draft a new running back? Is Ekeler a risk to team cohesion?
There's something to be said for everything you just said. I think that there's concerns about it, and if I saw on the ticker 3rd or 4th round for Austin, I would feel okay. Like, I'd feel okay. What we got, it's crazy what we got out. And the running back position is not a forever position. You cannot play forever like that. What we were able to get out of him, an undrafted guy who did all that he did on such a mediocre contract to score 20 touchdowns this season. Like, we got the absolute best out of that. And it sucks for him.
Right.
But I would be okay with that. And then who knows what this running is going to be like. If they drafted a tight end that can block his ass off in the scheme, this is a totally different running scheme. One of these other guys, Kelly could be great. Spiller could be great. Bring in Deuce Vaughn, baby. Let's go. Sign me up. 4th round. That's a 4th rounder. You could trade Austin for a 4th round and pick up Deuce Vaughn. Done.
Yeah. And yeah, with the team cohesion, I mean, right now, all of this is now becoming a distraction. When he comes out and goes on podcasts and other shows and talks about it, and you start seeing quotes about it on Twitter, yeah, it becomes a distraction. And you hate to see that for a team. You want a team to just be like smooth sailing in the off season. Yeah. And everything's copacetic. But yeah, it could certainly have an effect for sure.
He's nowhere near the Gordon range.
No, he's not gotten quite to that level, at least with the fans. But I mean, as far as airing out some dirty laundry, or at least feels like, yeah, that's not a good look. But El Owaxagueno, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Son of My Father 47.
Certified fresh.
Who asked the question?
If the Chargers end up trading Austin Ekeler, who do you think will be their new starting running back? And where do you think Ekeler would end up? And how much do you think we could get for him?
So, if let's say that we don't get a running back, who would be the starter based off of our current running back room?
JK.
Josh Kelly.
JK is the guy. He's next man up.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same situation that we went from Melvin Gordon to Austin to the next man up, to the next man up. That's just how they do it. I don't think they're going to draft. Everyone was talking about Bijan Robinson. I just don't think they're going to draft that. It doesn't make a ton of sense. Just doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
Yeah, granted, if he ends up being the guy, we'll still celebrate it. But
sure, I would much rather have I'm not huge on get that speedy wide receiver in the first round, but I think I'm a little bit more of that than I am running back.
Getting Bijan, yeah.
You're throwing too much to really utilize a every down back. You know, the Henry, the Tennessee Titans, that's a completely centered around him. You don't need a quarterback in that offense.
No, exactly.
So,
we have the quarterback that's going to facilitate a passing offense.
Right.
We just need compliments in the backfield. We don't need the guy to be able to carry the whole team. So, yeah, I even think that if you move on from Ekeler, you go year to year with a vet. Like you bring in a vet on a 1-year deal every year, and you utilize your young guys as the depth pieces, and you see what comes up every year. That's just kind of what the running back position feels like it's moving towards.
Yeah. I got a stupid analogy. You want a stupid analogy?
Maybe.
Justin Herbert is a sniper, right?
Okay.
Do you want to give him a brand new scope, or do you want to give him a grenade? That's the kind of how I look at wide receiver versus running back. You can give him a grenade, but he's way out there and not going to be able to utilize it very well. That's how I look at that whole situation.
The only counterpoint that I've heard is the playoff game. You're up by 1 billion points. You can't run the ball. They know you're going to run the ball, and you can't run the ball because you don't have the guy that can just get in there and get the dirty yards and make it happen. And we didn't have that on our roster last year. And I don't know, he wasn't the guy that was able to do that.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. That's just the only thing in my mind. It's like, do you give up a little bit more draft capital if you know you can get the guy for 4 years on a cheaper deal that can make that happen for you?
Something to be said both ways, but Son of My Father 47, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to JDM 2118, who asked the question.
What's up, fuckers? What's your favorite beer? I like Modelo's or Carta Blanca. Bolt gang or don't bang, bitch.
I like it.
All right. Favorite beer?
I also enjoy a Modelo.
Modelo.
That's my kind of go-to light beer.
My Vegas beer is Corona, but my everyday beer is kind of Modelo, but I will mess with some German, like Weinstefan or some Schnickelfritzes. I'll mess with some of that German shenanigans. Yeah. Mess around with some of those.
Yeah, I'll dabble in just about every beer. I'm not a big fan of IPAs or sours or anything like that. And I like me a stout, but that's such a filling beer that like I'm one and done when it comes to a stout or something like that. But yeah, I think I love Modelo's. I love light beers. I can drink them all and send them all my way.
What's your favorite beer, JDM 2118? Why don't you put that in the comments?
He said he likes Modelo's and Carta Blanca in the question.
That's the answer, Kevin. But everybody else listening, if you have a favorite beer, you should put it down in the comments below. It's getting late here, folks. JDM 218.
I was gonna ask you to cut that out, but
can't
leave it in.
Uncuttable.
It's done.
Yeah.
F it.
JDM 2118. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now.
Also certified fresh, Kev?
No.
Let's move it on now to Rebolted 2006. And all right, Rebolted 2006. I'll be honest with you, okay? You asked me to do a voice.
Well, yeah.
And while I respect the voice and I respect the question, I am not Trey Parker and Matt Stone, and I can't take that kind of smoke.
Who is it? What do you want?
He wanted me to do the Chinese guy from South
Shitty
Park.
Walk.
Yeah.
City Walk. Oh,
I
yeah.
can't. No, we can't do that
yeah.
here at Charter Chat. Not
Oh.
not today, buddy. But I'm still going to ask a question. We're still going to go with it. So here we go. Hello, Charger Chat and Kai. Hope you guys had a good Easter, and congrats to you and your wife, Kyle. Okay. Are you content with the depth pieces at O-line? Okay. Sounds like we're rolling with Clapp, Sorrell, Hymus, and Bailey with maybe a developmental draft pick or a cheap vet added, okay? How come every time the Chargers build a great offensive line, ownership doesn't want to spend any money on the depth and our people have to suffer? Our stupid rivals take down our offensive line starters and these depth pieces have to come in and f*** up all the Chargers' hard work, okay? Can't love you, bye. Okay?
I don't know. It's like it's a piece, right? So are you going to decide to go all in on? I don't know. It's so hard building a 53-man team that you cannot pay every position a gajillion dollars.
Right.
Our starters are getting paid a lot of money at a lot of spots. Keenan's getting paid a lot. Mike, Joey, Khalil, like these guys are getting paid a lot. Derwin, like we are paying guys a lot of money. JC Jackson. So it's like you kind of have to. You don't have a choice. And at least these guys that we have now are in-house that we know and have a little bit of experience. And I'm not upset. I'm not upset with our depth right now.
Well, and if you look at this, there's a name that's not on here that should be, but he stepped in and became an awesome starter. And that's a guy that we drafted as a depth piece in Jamari Sawyer. So if you can get another Jamari Sawyer that doesn't need to play because we're all outfitted, find us a guy in the, that 4th, 5th, 6th round that can come in, be a really good guy. We just don't know he is because he doesn't get the opportunity. That's what you want. Right now, we don't know if there's a couple guys that we know what they are. We know what Clapp is. We know what some of these, even Hymus, we don't even know what he is. He has barely played.
Right.
So I think if you could definitely get one more awesome, and you're looking at versatility, you're looking at a swing guy, you're looking at a guy that can play a lot of different positions and move around the line, like a stud. So I think they're on their way. They're the closest they've been in terms of offensive line that I haven't been worried about them in a long time. Remember all those Phil years where he did not have much.
Our starters weren't even good.
Yeah,
we weren't even confident in the starters.
So now we have great starters, in my opinion. Our offensive line is great, and now you just continue to work that depth, continue to build that up, try and get another Sawyer, try and get another guy that could be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to depth, a lot of those positions, not even just the offensive line, but the entire team in general, you're not throwing a bunch of money for a guy to be a depth or a just in case break the glass type of player. I mean, those are all typically drafted players. Those are the guys that have to come in if somebody gets hurt. It's drafted players. So if there was, if it was an unlimited budget, obviously that would be a different story, but there is a limit to how much you can spend. And when you've got studs on your team, like all the ones that Kyle just mentioned, it's like, and knowing that Justin Herbert's contract is going to come home to roost in the not too distant future, you can't just be like, all right, well, each lineman's going to get paid $10 million per year
as backups.
Yeah. Like it's just,
we just need this draft to be the best draft that Tom Telesco's ever done. He needs to hit on everyone. He needs everyone to contribute.
That has to be the new future. Once you pay Justin what he's going to get paid, you have to live in the draft. You're going to be forced to.
So start now. Make this your best draft, Telesco. Everyone can hit the field and isn't being held back because they need to be developed like crazy.
I know. I'm so sick of hearing that. I'm so sick of hearing that. Like,
no more developmental picks. Like,
get a competitor. We want a full 7 rounds of competitors. Okay, we don't need developmental guys right now.
If they need to be developed, don't draft them. That should be the theory.
They should
be undrafted and come in and be a camp guy. If they're like Trey Pipkins. Oh, we're gonna draft him in the 3rd round, but it's gonna be 4 years.
It's gonna take him
before he's worth the crap.
To get to where he needs to be.
What the hell was like JT Woods? We're gonna draft him pretty high, but he's a developmental guy. I'm like, no. If they're a developmental guy, don't draft him.
Not the first 4 rounds.
Unless it's in this, it's 6th, 7th round. Okay, those are developmental guys,
right?
But these guys need to be able to play.
But you're looking at like the Chiefs, like they have guys in the 5th, 6th, 7th rounds that were starters, that were playing, that were contributors, not just special teams guys that actually made a difference. We need to make a difference this year. Tom Telesco, come on, Ninja,
let's go.
Come on.
Rebolted 2006. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Zachary Shelton, who asked the question.
In a Derwin James type draft situation, who is a player projected in the top 10 to 15 that you would grab in a second if they fell to this team at 21?
All right. Well,
Kevin,
we are the
you got
podcast
one?
that deep dives into draftable players.
We are not that, but
we are Charger fans, and I've heard a lot of people talking about the draft, and I've like names pop up, and it's just there's guys that are on my radar.
Right.
And the weird ones are like the positions are like, oh, do we really need that? Or like, oh, maybe, but it's the best available thing. Like there's a couple guys that drop back. I feel like we're in a good position where there's still gonna be a lot of good guys available when we get there, because there's gonna be a lot of quarterbacks going before they get to us.
Right.
But there's that D lineman kid, Kalijah Cansey out of Pittsburgh, that he's a freak. He's an interior defensive lineman who's a freaking monster. So that's where we've had a problem. And we have two guys right now that who knows when they're going to be back. You know, we just lost Braden Fajoko. So that seems like a place of need for what if that becomes available. That's awesome. So
yeah, it's not like an immediate need, but it's a best available. If he slides, you go with it type of situation.
But
there's two guys in my opinion that I don't think they'll be there, but this is like a if they slide, something happens. Brian Branch, the safety out of Alabama. I'm like, you put him next to Derwin in the secondary. I just think that's just scary. If he slides there and he's available. And then the other one is Jackson Smith Njigba, who is the number one rated wide receiver right now. He's your next Keenan. He takes over with that restructured Keenan Allen type contract that we just did. When that comes due, he has a year under his belt and he steps in and can be that guy for the future. If there's no way he falls, but that's what people said about Derwin. But those are two of those guys in positions that I think are expensive and can help us in the long run with keeping expenses down.
Well, and in another weird way to look at it, one of these quarterbacks falling to us, that's a great thing. I'm not going to take him, but what you want for him?
What do you give me?
Yeah, we don't need a quarterback, but if one of them becomes available right around us, I'll take him, but you're going to have to give me something. Tradesies. So that's also one way to look at it.
All right. Well, there you go, Zachary Shelton. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Mr. Pekar.
All right.
Who asked the question. Good morning, Charger Chat. As I stand here this morning frying bacon naked, I am thinking on this off season and how it has been a roller coaster of emotions again, even though it has been seemingly flat lately. A few negative blips here and there with Fajoko, Carter, Tranquil, and the never-ending Ekeler saga. Thank you guys for keeping it positive, real, and fun. Now picture this. It's draft day and you get a chance of compensation for Fajoko leaving the Chargers. You only get to select one option for the first 3 rounds. 4 through 7 are the same. You can trade them. You can keep them. It doesn't matter because it's make-believe. Would you each please select from option A, B, or C? Option A, the number 1 overall pick. Option B, 4 second-round picks. The first, middle, and the last 2 picks are option C. 7 third-round picks. The first, second, the middle, third, 3, and the last 2. FTR, bolt the freak up, learn to sing with the Charger Chat and become a tenor. Join their Patreon. It's worth it. Excited for you, Coach, and the soon-to-be new addition. Praying for you and your family. Okay, love you. Bye.
I like that concept. Frying bacon
naked.
Give it a shot, Kev.
You're gonna get splashed.
Record it. We'll put it on Patreon.
I do it all the time. I'm not doing it naked, but I do get splashed on the arms, and it's not my favorite thing. Can't imagine the nether regions getting splashed.
All right. So of these 3, option A, number 1 overall pick. Option B, 4 second-round picks, first, middle, and the last 2. Or option C, 7 third-round picks, first, second, middle, 3, and the last 2.
I'll go option B. Give me all those second rounders. That's insane. Like, that idea is crazy.
Yeah, 4 second-round picks. That's a
Four's
lot.
That's a lot of picks.
But listen to what the Bears just got for the number 1 overall pick, right? They go out of the number 1. They get the 9th overall pick, a 2nd rounder this year, a 1st rounder next year, a 2nd rounder the year after that, and DJ Moore.
Yeah, but this is all in one draft. Let's just
this
all
is
these
just
guys up right now.
In Mr. Pekar's
I
way,
hear
this
ya.
is just compensation for Fehoko.
I hear you, but I can take that
love the
first
Fehoko.
that number. I can take that number 1 overall and turn it into 4 picks and a stud.
You're thinking
all
about
at the same
wheeling
time.
and
I see what
dealing.
you're saying. I see what you're
You know what I
saying.
mean?
Yeah,
So you're going to take this option.
I
playing
would take the
4D
number
chess
1
right now.
And then you're
Yeah.
gonna-
Yeah,
you're gonna-
I would take the 1st overall pick.
I'm going 4
And
second
use it as a
rounders.
betting chip or for
The
a
4
future.
second rounders is,
in the
is
same
enticing.
draft. In the same draft, you might
It's
take that.
enticing.
You might take that number 1 overall pick and get next
But
3 years.
Listen. Does Telesco hit on
Look,
first
buddy.
round picks or 2nd round picks?
It's a good point.
He does not hit on 2nd round picks.
It's a good point.
He hits on 1st rounders only. It seems like he does homework on 1st round picks and then kind of takes a nap.
Just like us.
Yeah, exactly. So give me all the 1st rounders I can get because those guys seem to turn out to be studs.
I like the way that Kyle's thinking, and I like the idea of losing Fehoko to get the number 1 overall pick.
Somehow that goes hand in hand.
I
That makes
love
it so much easier to swallow. But
Just as from a fan point of view, that's what I would request for if I
Yeah,
was in
me too.
charge.
yeah, we lost Fehoko, guys. Number 1 overall.
We didn't try
please.
to sign him really, but give us
Hey,
some stuff.
If I were
Yeah,
running things,
a compensated pick of the number 1 overall. I love it. All right. Well, Mr. Petgard, thank you for the hypothetical and thank you for joining us over at Patreon. We really appreciate that.
thanks for the love.
And love the love. Let's move on now to Asante Samuel III,
Certified fresh.
who asked the question.
Hi, guys. Love the podcast. I'm not sure how much you guys have been looking at RBs besides Bijan and Deuce Vaughn, but if you have some spare time, I suggest watching some Zach Charbonnet highlights on YouTube. He's another UCLA running back, but he looks like a really fun player. My question is this. Say the Chargers and Raiders magically swapped all of their players, coaches, and upper management. Would you stay a Charger fan and cheer for all the Raider players, or become a Raider fan with all of our favorite players? Can't wait to have all of you disagree on that one. The Raiders, Chiefs, and the Little Ponies. Kay, love you, boy.
I don't know if we're going to disagree on this.
I don't know.
Well, we don't have to do the 1, 2, 3 thing. 'Cause I don't think we're going to lie.
I don't think we are either.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it's not
I'd be
really
a
in us.
football fan if this happened. I'd be like, what the hell is happening? Like,
Does
this
this like
is
you
going
go to
crazy.
sleep and wake up and you don't remember anything and this just happened? Or
This
it's
is-
like
this is
you
like a-
watch this take place?
This is a fucked up Twilight Zone episode. And
I
don't
hate it.
I don't like that show.
I'm just gonna go out there and say I would still be a Charger fan.
Yeah, I would too.
Because once you start flipping and flopping and picking new teams, there's no end to it. It's just a never ending. My loyalties are with the Chargers no matter what. They moved to LA. I had the opportunity to pick a new team and I chose not to. And so this is just my team no matter what. No matter who the players are, no matter who the owner is, no matter what, it's just Chargers.
I concur.
Yeah.
I can't imagine 8-9 months out of my year not supporting the powder blue. Just doesn't feel right. And my wardrobe's so much doper because of them. So blue looks good on pretty much everyone.
It only takes a couple of years to filter out all the bad Raider players that are on there right now.
Yeah.
They'll be gone soon enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, that would be so weird to be like, Justin Herbert, he's not that big a deal. We've got Garoppolo,
that
guys.
was
Come on. Let's go. Bolt
Jimmy
up.
G.
That would suck. to
Jimmy G.
not-
Ways.
Can you imagine Justin Herbert and okay, next question.
The podcast would definitely take a hiatus for a few years until all those players were gone, but that's probably the essence of that for me. I don't think I could talk about it on a week to week basis.
No. Again, I don't know if I would be a football fan anymore if they did this like in front of our faces and we're like, yes, we're just switching teams around now. Or if it was just, okay, we're just taking the Chargers and the Raiders and we're just going to switch those. Everybody else stays the same, but the Chargers and Raiders now are flip-flopped. I'd be like, I don't want to play this game anymore.
These are stupid rules.
Yeah. All right. Asante Samuel III, thank you for asking the question.
And
welcome. Yes. Let's move on now to Asleep Tangerine.
Certified
626.
Fresh.
Who asked the question?
I know they played some bad teams, but why did the defense look so much better down the stretch, especially without Derwin? Is the only explanation just bad teams?
I don't think that's the only explanation.
No, because we've played bad against bad teams before.
Yeah.
We've allowed bad teams to score points on us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at the playoffs last year.
The only explanation that I have for Derwin being gone, you have Alohi in there, and we play good defense, is it gets simplified. I just think when you simplify a defense, players can play fast and don't have to think too much. You don't have guys moving around and Derwin playing multiple positions and you're the star of this play, or am I, or what am I doing? I think you eliminate some of that confusion. That's my only explanation, because Derwin is an incredibly gifted player. No one's going to say he's not. So if you take him off the field and we perform better, has to be because it got simplified and guys could just play fast.
And I think those last few games, we got our rush going. Like, we got Kyle Van Noy stepped up big time. He started becoming a real factor. And Morgan Fox was going off. And Drew Tranquil started rushing. Like, all these guys started rushing at the end of the year. And we got actual pressure on quarterbacks, which made it easier for everyone else in the secondary. So I think that's why we got better. And then Braden Fehoko was like one of the few things that stepped in there. And all of a sudden, our run defense became like one of the top 7 in the last like 5 games. So there's a lot of factors, and it's also, I think they came together finally. Like, a lot of these guys were new. There's a lot of new, important players on the roster that last year. And I think they finally all kind of came together, and hopefully they pick up where they left off next year.
Yeah. Fingers are crossed, but there you go. Asleep Tangerine 626. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to H-Dog, who asked the question.
All of this sizzling talk about OBJ makes me think back to some of the big moves we made last offseason. Now, I can hardly wait to watch the Chargers defecate on the Ravens at SoFi this year. This leads me to my question. If you could pick up any wide receiver in the league to come to the Chargers right now, who would it be? It can be any wide receiver out there, regardless of contractual obligations, etc. Looking forward to your answers. And Kay, love you, bye.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I was going to say Tyreek Hill.
I
think that's just
beat the shit big out element. Of the Chiefs 2 times with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a big part of our offense that we don't have right now is what he can bring to the team.
Yeah.
I think we're all kind of, that seems like the one
I
wide
can't think of
receiver
anybody
in
else.
the league that would be awesome on our team.
Right, because like with what Mike Williams does, he's top of the league at what he does. What Keenan Allen does, he's top of the league at what he does. We just don't have what Tyreek Hill does. So you add him in, and that's
scary.
It's scary.
Yeah. All right. Well, quick and easy answer there for you, H-Dog. So thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now.
And before we go, OBJ getting $18 million is crazy.
Up to 18 million.
1 year, but it's like 15. It's like 15 or 16.
It's a lot. Yeah.
A lot. He gets like a 15 million signing bonus, and his salary is like 1 million for the year.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, what are the Ravens doing?
Especially for not playing at all last season.
For the Ravens. And the Ravens don't even have a quarterback right now.
No. That's just crazy. Craziness.
Just crazy.
It's just crazy.
All right. H-Dog, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Honda CRV.
Certified fresh.
Who asked the question?
What a name.
What do you guys think of the 2023 opponents? Well, we got to play the AFC West twice every year, so we know those guys. Those, I think we have a mixed bag as far as like, what are we overly worried about? The Denver Broncos are really going to be the question mark as far as what are they going to do now with Sean Payton under the helm and
Joe Lombardi.
And Joe Lombardi. But then, yeah, the rest of the opponents, what were the divisions you said there, Kyle?
NFC
The
North.
NFC North and the AFC East.
AFC East.
So those tough teams, man.
Both solid.
You're playing the Bears, the Packers, the Lions, the Vikings, all that.
Unfortunately, the Lions don't suck anymore either.
Yeah,
That's not cool.
they're biting ankles and shit now.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Kneecaps are going. Yeah.
Kneecaps
The
are
Lions
gone.
are up and coming. Jets have also had a lot of buzz around their team as far as how scary they're going to be next year.
Yeah,
so
the AFC East is pretty scary. Yeah, it's a tough schedule. I mean, every team in the NFL is good. I don't go into a season ever like, oh, we got a soft schedule this year. You know, it's every week you got to have your A game. So I'm excited to see like if we're at our best, we should beat every team in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be a tough, but the wins will just be that much sweeter there. Honda CRV. So thank you for asking.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, drive on by anytime. Let's move it on now to FN Dooley, who asked the question. Loves the podcast. Wish I could listen to it every day. Enjoyed hearing about the Kellen Moore stats the last 4 years in the last podcast. He is definitely our most valuable off-season addition, bar none. But how many Super Bowls did the Cowboys win last 4 years? Oh, 2006, 7, 8, and 9. Those were our glory years. Any one of those years we could have been Super Bowl champs, but we came up short. Twice going down to the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. Top offenses, top defenses, turnover margins, coaching, and you could go on and on spouting off what makes a championship team. What do you think is the missing element to this team, not only making it to the Super Bowl, but coming away a winner?
Ooh. Certified fresh. Also, sorry, I missed it. I'm not a reliable narrator in any way, shape, or form.
It's okay. All right. What is the missing element? What is the piece, Kyle, Kevin, that we could possibly... what are we missing?
A little bit of luck at the right times.
I really believe that. Too.
It's really just
health
luck.
and luck.
Health and luck. That's what we're missing.
Yeah.
We're
Luck
always
with-
just... We get unlucky. And
Show me health and luck.
Ding, 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 ding. I think that's it, man. Honestly, like, I think we're doing the right things. I think we made a great choice with Kellen. The fact that he became available is insane. And the fact that the head coach said the reason why he got rid of him was because he wanted to score too much. Okay, we'll take that problem on head on. Yeah. So I'm excited. I think we just need some luck, man. Some health. That's what we need. It just is what it is.
Yeah. Luck with plays, luck with freaking flags
Referees,
and penalties and shit like that. Like, there's so many times.
Chiefs sure had plenty of that.
Yeah.
We just need a little of that chief luck is what we need. It's what I'll take for next year. And then we could do pretty much anything. I think we're capable. Sky's the limit.
So, yeah, there you go, FN Dooley. I know it sounds silly to say it, but it's true.
I could say like, oh, we need like a brand new wide receiver that's going to make the difference. I don't know that. I know the guys that we have right now. I know what they're capable of, and I know that we were competing with some of the best teams last year. We could win. We just need to get a little luck, and we need better offensive play calling. Those are the two things.
And we've now changed offensive coordinator, so that's check that
Show
box.
me offensive plays.
Show me more points. FN Dooley, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Funeral Flash Mob.
I remember this one.
Who asked the question?
Which Padre player from any time period would you like to see play for the Chargers? Where would you like to see him line up?
And for those wondering why I did that voice, he asked for a voice where you wear those Halloween vampire teeth and include intermittent breaks to slurp up the excess saliva.
Well done.
Just what you guys do, guys. I'm a vampire. Deal with it.
Love it.
All right, but I love this question.
I got a zinger
I'll take
of an answer.
I'll take King Kiminiti as a linebacker.
Oh, I was gonna say King Kiminiti too.
Freaking just tree trunk.
I'm going Tony Gwynn, tight end, because he played basketball in college.
Okay.
And
who else played?
Tony Gwynn.
What ex-Charger played basketball in college?
Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates. Everybody.
So you
knows
don't want to
that
line him up at tight
400,000
end?
times.
Yeah, right.
Tony Gwynn at tight end.
2 tight end
Tony Gwynn at
sets.
tight end.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn 2 tight end sets with Antonio
I would
Gates.
love to see that.
Antonio Gates was like a power forward, and Tony Gwynn was a little guard.
He's big. He was big.
He got big near the
got
end
big.
of his career.
Powerful.
He got hefty, but not like. Yeah, okay. Tony Gwynn 5'11", 185.
Okay, maybe
Throw
that gets
guy in
tight
there,
end.
tight end.
I thought he was taller than that. Yeah, Tony Gwynn. Final answer.
Tony Gwynn tight end.
Yeah.
Show me Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say Ken Caminetti too. I would have loved to see him.
Yeah, he was
just a
he
thumper.
could
Like,
hit.
just
You know he
come
could
in.
Just
and
the
hit
guy's
guys.
neck
maybe.
was huge.
Yeah.
They called him Canonetti back in the day because he had a cannon for an arm. So, yeah, Ken Caminetti for sure.
Or you could go, oh shit, Hell's Bells. Who's our closer? My brain.
Trevor Hoffman.
Trevor Hoffman.
Backup QB.
Backup QB.
Yeah.
He's got that arm.
He could rocket
Forward
it.
guy.
It is
Yeah.
baseball. I don't know why we didn't go backup quarterbacks with like almost every pitcher we had. But yeah, I'll go there. I'll go there. That's my final answer.
All right.
You heard ex Padre. You thought Tony Gwynn. I get it.
Immediately when
It just
Tony
doesn't.
Gwynn.
It doesn't fit. It makes sense, Mr. Padre, but it doesn't fit.
No, you're right.
Who's
Sorry, I didn't have his stats, his fucking measurables
Okay.
memorized for that one.
I had to Google it. I just thought he's not that big. I'm gonna call you out. So I Googled it.
Why not?
Although I will say, when you look at the baseball football carryover, you had Bo Jackson that was an outfielder. You had Deion Sanders, outfielder. So you kind of look at that outfielder to specialty position. Wide
You know
receiver,
who
DB.
another one that I thought of when I was writing or when I was getting these questions all lined up. Another one I thought of. He didn't play his entire career with the Padres, but Ricky Henderson.
Oh yeah, he could be a little
slot wide receiver guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
that's
time.
true. That's a good call.
Good pull.
Ricky would have been good. All-time steals leader. Guy's a freak.
Come on.
Fast. Come on.
All right. Well, there you go, Funeral Flash Mob. Thank you for asking the question. And we go out, finally, Ask Boltfam with James Melia, who asks the question.
Hi, guys. If I remember correctly, Coach is in Kansas. Is the coach attending day 3 of the draft? If any of you attended the draft and got picked to make a day 3 pick on stage for the Chargers, what would you say to rile up the other rival fans in the West and hype the Charger fans? FTR.
Yeah, you're in Kansas, right, Coach?
Yeah, Coach.
No, Coach is at the in the homeland, the promised
Coach
land.
stayed home in
my
California.
real estate is ridiculously expensive.
He's a Cali. He's still a Cali guy.
Yeah, I'm North County, San Diego still. But Kevin and Adam,
Yes.
We're Missouri.
they're in Missouri.
We're close
are
to
in-
Kansas.
We are close to Kansas. We're in driving distance of Kansas City.
Never actually been to Kansas. I don't think I'll ever go. I think Kansas City, as far as I'll trek that direction.
Well, it's right there on the border.
I don't
It's
know.
in
Not much
both.
to do, really. I don't know.
I know I drove through there to get here, but I think that's about the most time I've spent in Kansas. But that's not the question. The question is,
We're going.
if we got to, well, yeah, number one, we are going.
We are going.
And if we got to announce the pick, a day 3 pick on stage for the Chargers, what would we say?
Okay, here's the truth. If they're like, all right, one of you gets to announce the pick, who's going? I would nominate Adam to go up there because I think you give us one of those voices with the family trust respect at the end.
Or
I would
instead of
just
family trust
die.
respect, I'll see it when I believe it. Throw one of those out
see it
there.
I
when
was
I
going to
believe-
say, yeah. So there's family trust,
Yeah.
respect. I'll see it when I believe
I
it.
believe it. Be good.
What would be
And
something?
let's ride.
Let's ride.
Put that into
the
a
question
sentence.
is, what
Yes.
voice would it be?
The
Al
German,
Pacino
sexy
or
German.
or the sexy German. Yeah.
Sexy German. I know
I
Al
don't
Pacino
know.
would
They
be
might
good for
cut
that.
the mic if I start talking like sexy
true.
German.
No, you
It has to
finish
be
strong.
subtle.
You finish strong. The last thing, whatever it is, has to be like a Charger Chat hit. Like
Oh,
Al
hoo-ha.
Pacino.
Well, yeah.
Hoo-ha. Yeah, just end it with a hoo-ha. So what would yours be?
With the round 3. Ooh. The Chargers select. Wait for it.
Hoo-ha. 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 Yeah. Let's see it when I believe it.
Hoo-ha. Family, trust, respect. I'll say it when I believe it.
Let's ride.
If somebody rattled that off, all three of those slogans back to back to back, I would be in fucking heaven.
Yeah,
I
you got to
wouldn't
hit
stop
all
laughing.
three because I don't think there's one. You couldn't say just one thing that would rile up all three
But
opposing rivals.
You just layer them on there like that,
Yeah.
subtly, and everyone's like,
I'll see it when I believe the family, trust, respect. Let's ride.
There you
Put
go.
it into a sentence like
I'll
that.
have to write that on a cue card. for me
Memorize
to
it.
Remember,
Memorize it.
but
I'll yell it at you from the middle.
We'll have a sign.
Remember? Yeah, it was cue
We'll have
cards. Cue cards.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go, James. Thank you for asking the question, and thank you everybody for asking all of these questions and Ask
You guys are
Boltfam.
awesome. Thank you so much.
I can't believe we got this many in the off season.
Makes me so happy.
It made me wonder,
It
like, did
scares
something
me.
happen?
I think
Yeah.
it's we
Scares
told
me
everyone how
for-
to do it. Like we got a lot of
Yeah.
certified fresh, as you could tell by me
That's
fucking
true.
all of them up.
That's true. There was a lot of certified. It also scares me for what this next in season is going to look like with these questions.
Dude. It might have to be Ask Boltfam might
gonna
need to
have
be
to
a
be
separate episode.
its own episode.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see.
We'll find out. But thank
I'll
you.
see it when I believe it.
We'll all see it when we believe it.
Family,
but
trust, respect, let's ride.
that's right. Thank you all for making this episode what it is. That's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final thoughts there, gentlemen?
No.
Okay.
Yellow pants are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn
We
it.
love yellow pants
I
here
love
at
the
Charger
yellow
Chat.
pants. Yeah.
Shut
You're
up.
wrong, Austin.
Couldn't be more
You're
wrong.
wrong. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors. When you need yellow paints and you need them now, come to Ekeler's House of Gently Used Yellow Pants. We've got yellow pants for multiple needs and occasions. Sports teams, firefighters, nurses, construction workers, astronauts, bicyclists, truck drivers, full-time Netflix viewers, professional mourners, snake milkers, dog food tasters, the clothing impaired, and so much more. Ekeler's House of Gently Used Yellow Pants. Not everyone hates them.